Astros.
All right. Now go to YouTube to Facebook.
All right, let's pull up the game.
This one here.
Southwest on Sun Sports today. If you're in the Tampa area, 3 p.m., 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Starters today. Who's going for the Rays? Do you know?
I do not.
Snell. Snell is your opening day pitcher.
Yes.
Y'all
The
have,
Cy Young winner.
Yeah, yes. Y'all have CFM now. Charlie frickin' Morton. We love him here, and now he's y'all's. So, you know, I think he's your day 2 guy. Maybe day 3. I don't know.
I haven't had a chance to look. I literally just got back here. We did a collaboration brew with a brewery in Miami.
Oh, cool.
I literally just got back this morning, like an hour ago. So.
Cool. All right. Hey. All right. They're getting some bells and whistles.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Oh, I need a beer menu. All right. Beer. What's our ETA? ETS. We're streaming now? Audio?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Then go over there one. Why didn't move them yet? You did? This one.
All right. Let's do this. Can we just start? Can we just start? Hey, what's up, y'all? Can we start? Kennedy. Come. All right, I'm starting. Starting the show. Are you going to be talking over there the whole time? Hey, guys. What's happening? We're just about to start. All right, rolling here. Y'all ready? Here we go. Rolling.
For letting her?
Put up the animation. Yeah, and take out the key. You can just.
Yeah.
Why am I not hearing my audio?
When you're ready to go, you're just going to face it. Let's start with the wide shot. Just one of those, yeah.
Well, my player's not playing anymore for some reason. Let me reboot it. Yeah, we do. All right. Try this again.
The following is a presentation of Stewed Productions.
That's working. Good enough. Good enough for me. That's the official start, right?
The official start.
The official start, ladies and gentlemen. We are at Thistle Draft Shop. It's opening day. Joining us all the way from Tampa, Florida. Steve, make sure I'm saying your last name correctly. Scrimshire?
Close. Scrimshire.
Scrimshire. Steve Scrimshire from Tampa Bay Brewing Company. We got to have some of your beers, what, was it 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago, Kennedy? Is it 2 weeks ago?
Something like that.
Yeah.
So, we had a viewer go down to Tampa Bay and brought us some beers back.
Yeah. So
sweet.
Yeah, they were delicious. It was it was a Berliner? He's a little distracted over there trying to make sure everything. All right. Well, I'll talk to you, Steve, because
that's cool.
So Astros opening day. Well, it's baseball opening day today, and what better reason to day drink than having baseball back? And the Astros, our beloved Houston Astros, are playing the Tampa Bay Rays. So we thought it would be super appropriate to have you and come on and talk Tampa Bay beer. So,
sweet. Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So let's dive into Tampa Bay, the area, the beer, the scene, all of that. What can you tell us? What do people need to know if they're flying in from Houston and other places?
Oh man, clear your calendar for however long. No, seriously, for as long or however long you're going to be here. So like the Tampa Bay area consists of 5 counties.
Okay.
So it kind of depends on where you're going. Like if you're staying in like the downtown Tampa area, Clearwater, St. Pete, even down into Bradenton or Anna Marie Island, even as far north as like Citrus County. All of those are considered part of the Tampa Bay area.
Hold on.
Oh, yes.
You have a county in Florida named Citrus County?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's kind of one of our things we do around here. But yeah, all in all, throughout all those counties, we're pushing somewhere close to 90 breweries now.
Really? What's
Wow.
the population? Ish.
Oh gosh. So where the Clearwater area is, like, so you have like Clearwater, Clearwater Beach, St. Pete Beach. That little strip of county is called Pinellas County.
Mm-hmm.
It is actually the highest densely populated county in all of Florida, and it beats Miami-Dade.
Wow. Okay.
So, yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, the beer scene here, man, is awesome. I'm not sure if you guys heard, but a couple weeks ago we just wrapped up Tampa Bay Beer Week. It is a 10-day long celebration of all things that are Tampa Bay beer.
Cool.
It's rounded out by, as I'm sure you've heard of, Hunapoo Day.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's a good time. A lot of people, like a lot of breweries from all across the world, travel down for this. So it's cool. We get to make new connections, see old friends, try new beers. I mean, it's a great time. It's exhausting on our end, but it's a lot of fun.
That's cool. All right. Well, tell us a bit about your brewery. Tell us about, when did y'all get started? What's the story behind TBBC?
All right. So TBBC, Tampa Bay Brewing Company. We established as a company in 1995, opened doors in 1997. We're actually a family-owned and operated business. So the whole idea of Tampa Bay Brewing Company was conceived by Johnny Doble. He has 3 younger siblings, all brothers as well. So he started off, home brewing. As you probably know, through like the mid-90s, craft beer was a very scarce thing, especially through Florida. Mm-hmm. No one wanted to travel to bring beer down here. So it really was kind of a wasteland. So the home brewing scene really took off here. So he saw a need for something, and he created a homebrew store. That quickly developed into what we call Tampa Bay Brewing Company now. So his brothers got involved. They all started brewing with him. And then we opened up our first location, which was in downtown Ybor. Ybor is how do I describe Ybor? It's just outside of downtown Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
It's an industrial area, but it has a lot of history. A lot of cigar manufacturing is done there. But just really cool scene going down there. We opened up a store, our first location there. We moved that location into what is now called Central Ybor, and has a restaurant, full bar, 24 taps, all that fun stuff. And then about 4 years ago, we opened up the location that I'm sitting in right now. This is our production facility. So this is the Big Mac Daddy. This is where everything that gets canned goes out to distribution. That all opens up. So unfortunately, Johnny Doble, he passed away about 6 years ago. So the family stepped in, and Dave Doble, who is the youngest brother, he oversees all of the beer production here, and their mother, Vicky Doble, oversees day-to-day operations as well. So we are definitely truly family-owned company. They treat everyone like family. They're just a great family to work for. But yeah, we're very, very well known for our Reef Donkey American Pale Ale. That's the one that everyone knows us for. If you don't know what a Reef Donkey is, it's a nickname for the amberjack fish.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perry's a big amberjack fan.
Yeah. Stubborn as a mule, as it goes.
Okay. Well, as far as that's your most known beer.
Yes.
What trends and things are going on in Florida? I mean, we're well entrenched here in Houston mostly, but in Houston or in Texas, greater Texas area, a lot of hazy IPAs and stuff like that here. What's going on?
It's funny you say that, because that's what I'm drinking right now. So one of the things like that, it kind of touching back on like the Tampa beer scene, one of the things that's really cool about this area is because there are so many breweries, it seems that everyone has that one thing that they do, and they do it exceptionally well. So our shtick here is like IPAs and not so much like pastry Berliners, but definitely we call them expressive sours. So fruit treated,
Yeah.
Different flavor combinations as well. So the one I'm drinking on, this is something that we started early last year. We call it the Hop Silo series.
Okay.
As you know, silos for hops don't exist. It's kind of an oxymoron. So as a little play on that there. But the cool thing about it is we're up to Hop Silo number 5 right now. Each one is a different style of beer that is hop-centric, and it's a collaboration with another brewery. So the very first one we did was with Cigar City.
Okay.
We did an Imperial Pilsner with them. The second one, we reached out to our buddies up in Chicago, Illinois, Pipeworks Brewing. We did a massive double IPA with them. That was really cool. Then our third one we did with a super up-and-coming brewery right now. If you've heard of them, or if you haven't heard of them, check them out. Arcane Brewing. They're here in Florida. We did a milkshake IPA with guava, mango, and passion fruit. Yeah, it was really good. And then our fourth one, we actually took a little bit of a turn on this one. We did a sour IPA with Green Bench.
Oh.
If you ever heard of Green Bench, they are very well known for doing sour style IPAs, fooders, throwing grapes at stuff. So that one, he kind of came in and took the reins on that. So we did a sour IPA and added in Sauvignon Blanc Grape Musk. Very, very unique beer. So the current one I'm drinking is the 5th installment. This is our most recent one called Hop Silo 5. It's a New England IPA that is brewed with Citra, Motueka, and fresh tangerine.
Yeah, see, we did.
Yeah.
We've got one of our sponsors of the show, the Grain Cellar, which is a homebrew store. You don't have to throw up the graphic just yet, but we're doing kind of a smash series of just highlighting the different hop. And our first one was Motueka, and that one should be ready to drink soon.
Yeah,
So,
it's a great hop. We use that in our Reef Donkey as well.
It's very fun to say too.
Oh yes, it is.
It's my favorite one to say.
Well, okay, we would be remiss if on the day when the Astros and the Rays are playing, and you've done an amazing job. I'm planning my trip to Tampa. I want to come down on a beer tour, and I would imagine. What is the oldest brewery in Florida?
Oh man, that's a great question.
Y'all got to be close, huh? You said 95, 97?
Yeah, 95. But it's there is a brewery. There's a small town. It's in kind of like a little bit north of Clearwater called Dunedin. Dunedin Brewery. They are technically listed as the oldest microbrewery.
Okay.
They opened their doors 1 year before we did, so they technically they get to hold that title. We did establish the name Tampa Bay Brewing Company in '95, but it doesn't count until you open the doors. So,
right.
But they're good. They're good guys. They're good friends of ours. So it's kind of cool. Like, oh, I remember back in the day. This was that, and it's always fun.
Yeah, that long ago, our Texas's oldest brewery, St. Arnold, is they're about to hit 25 years, so they're about the same age as you guys, and it's that's forever ago. Like 2 years ago is forever ago in the craft beer calendar.
It really is, especially the way trends are just kind of like they show up and they disappear real quick.
Yeah, trends, and then do y'all have explosive? You said over 90 in the area. I would imagine. Do y'all have as many opening as we do here? I don't know. Maybe Houston plays a bit of catch up because we.
Yeah, we've got. There's 2 that are going to be opening up. Actually, I know of 3 that are going to be opening up shortly, and then there's other people that are in the works. They're planning. So yeah, it's blowing up here big time.
Oh, that's good. Now, do y'all? I would imagine. Well, I'm going to project, but you correct me. You let me know. If like here in Texas, we drink a lot of Texas beer because beers don't get outside of the state all that much. Where am I hearing myself at? Y'all know?
I don't know.
I don't hear it. Okay.
I don't.
Something.
Oh, it may be me.
Yeah, it's always you. It's every time. He's our technical. He's our technical director, and technically, he needs direction.
Technically.
There we go.
But we try stuff from out of state on occasion. But we've got so many new beers coming here. Is that similar in Florida? It sounds like y'all got a whole bunch of really good beers to try. And
yeah, we got a lot of bottle shops down here too. A lot of them try to stick to like Florida local only. But occasionally, a few weeks ago when we wrapped up Tampa Bay Beer Week, all of our friends coming from out of state, they're bringing their best of the best. So we get to try a lot of stuff that way as well.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, We've had Houston Beer Weeks in the past, but people get to drinking too much, and then they're like, they forget to organize the next year.
All kind of start running together.
Yeah. Are you, we're doing this for opening day of baseball, and I don't want to hold you too long. I know you've got a busy day ahead of you. You just came back from Miami, you said.
Yes, sir.
Are you much of a baseball fan? We're here mostly for the beer.
Yeah. I wouldn't say a whole lot. So I've lived in Florida now for 3 years.
Where'd you come from?
South Bend, Indiana. So,
okay.
Also known as Notre Dame country.
Yeah, I've heard of Notre Dame.
But yeah, it's kind of the thing that you'll learn about like people that live, especially in Tampa. Mm-hmm. Almost no one is originally from here. Okay. Everyone's from somewhere else. Like we got a lot of people from like the New England area, New York, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Michigan. I mean, pretty much that whole corridor. It seems like most people just move here. Yeah. Which I mean, the weather is awesome, so you can't blame them.
Okay. Well, what you said the series you went through just a bit ago, but if anybody finds any of your beers, what would you recommend? Like, give us a little overview of some of your other beers.
Okay. So Reef Donkey, by far the most popular, especially in this area and throughout the state.
It's very good, by the way.
You had it?
We had it.
Oh, we had it. We did.
Yes,
that was it.
We had it.
Thank you, guys.
It's the pale ale, right?
Correct. The shiny blue can.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. That was good.
Yeah. So that beer is one of our big flagship beers. We distribute that beer all across the state. We're in our local grocery store Publix. We are in those statewide with that beer, as well as our seasonals. Actually, I just got an email before we started this. Reef Donkey actually got a feature in Sports Illustrated for beers that are at ballparks. So you can find Reef Donkey at Tropicana Field.
Oh, nice.
Time back into the baseball.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can find it almost anywhere if you come down here in Tampa. So yeah, it's a great beer. Another one that has actually took a bit of a resurgence for us is our Old Elephant Foot IPA. It's a very traditional West Coast style IPA, a little bit of an older recipe. But we recently we were testing it out a little bit, and we gave it to Disney, and they started selling it in the Animal Kingdom, and they are blowing through it. So that has been awesome to see.
So your beers are available at Disney World. Oh, you said Animal Kingdom. That's cool.
Yeah, they got that one there. At I guess what is it called, Downtown Disney or Disney Springs, whatever they're calling it now. I can't remember. But Reef Donkey's available there, and then just recently at Epcot they were doing a flavor of Florida, and they put on our spring seasonal called Twisted Strawberry Fest. So that's a golden ale with fresh strawberries and limes infused.
Oh man, that sounds good. Well, good on Disney. Way to go, Disney. Way to have good beer.
Yeah, they're stepping it up, man. It's awesome.
Is that recent, or have they been doing that for how long? Have they had craft beer?
It's become fairly more recent. I would say probably within the past 6 months or so.
Oh, so
obviously, some of the restaurants you have to book reservations for in the Magic Kingdom, like they'll serve alcohol, but you can't find it anywhere else in the Magic Kingdom. But Epcot is turning beer friendly. Animal Kingdom is turning beer friendly. So yeah, it's really cool that we got a beautiful relationship with those guys going, and yeah, they are moving some beer.
Yeah, what would be your go-to beer to shotgun is just before you plunge on Splash Mountain? I don't know. Is there like
Reef Donkey all day long?
Reef Donkey. Just shotgun it. Ooh, that's like that's got to be a thing, to shotgun a beer just before the plummet.
Like keep a can on you, and then just like as you're going down, hit it.
Yeah, they take that picture of you. There we go.
Yes.
That's we got to do that. We got to get people on it.
It sounds like we've already planned part of your vacation. We've got to do this now.
Okay. Well, we got to work some things out here when we can get this show on the road and down to Florida. But we're doing it right.
Yeah.
Can we get? Hey, we just got some beers here at the table.
Yes, we also have a serious question.
Oh.
Very, very serious question.
What is the very serious question? From a listener or a viewer?
No, it's
from who? Whom?
What you drinking?
Oh, yeah, right. Do I have that? Yeah, I do. Sorry.
It's time for your favorite segment and mine here on Liquid Lunch. This is
What you drinking?
Good.
I thought we'd been talking about it already. I thought we were just going to throw formality out
we got to do
door. Okay, Kennedy, what are you drinking, sir?
I am currently drinking Raspberry Love. It's a raspberry Hefeweizen from Under the Radar Brewing.
Oh.
Right here in Houston.
Didn't see that one coming.
No.
Eh?
Well, my latest beer that I brewed was a Hefeweizen.
I'm saying it's under the radar. It's one of the breweries here, Steve, here in Houston.
Nice.
But you got to be in the know because they're under the radar. Anyway, Perry, what are you drinking?
Not everybody.
Having an appropriate Eighth Wonder
Dome Foam?
Dome Foam.
From Eighth Wonder?
Yeah,
Excellent. There you go.
It's their cream ale.
Cream ale.
Yeah.
I went with Brash. I went with the Pussy Wagon.
You just wanted to say.
That is a fantastic name.
You just wanted to say Pussy Wagon.
There's that. But I love the beer. It's a super aggressively hopped. Just West Coast. West Coast IPA. I love hazies. I've gotten and I like hazies and brutes. I don't think you have to make a choice, but West Coast, I like them all. I like them all, Steve. I like all the hops and all the beers.
I'm right there with you, man.
Yeah,
I'm right there.
We're all coast tolerant here.
Yeah, Third Coast, West Coast, East Coast, North Coast.
New England. Who really cares?
As long as just put it in front of me and I'll drink it.
Yes.
I guess I have to add a little vanity question. Is there are there any Texas beers that get? I know St. Arnold distributed down to Florida for a little bit, and then I think pulled back when people in Texas were like, "We're too thirsty, keep it all here." But is there any thoughts on Texas beer in Florida? Is there a general? Do y'all sit around? Is there like a council of Floridians that talk about Texas beer? I assume so.
Well, it goes without saying that if you're talking about like the craft beer scene at all, and you don't bring up Jester King, then you need to go read a book.
Yeah.
Because those guys they always crank out phenomenal beers. But we don't see a lot of Texas beer around here, and I'm not sure if it's due to distribution laws in Texas or our distribution laws here, because I can speak on behalf of Florida's laws. They're a little crazy.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That seems to be the one thing that runs through every state has laws that are just a pain in the butt.
Let me ask you a question, Steve.
Yes, sir.
Can you sell beer to go in your brewery?
Yes, we can.
Hey, oh. See, you're one up on us.
Yeah, you're one of the other, you and the other 48 states that can do that. Texas still can't do that at a brewery.
That is weird and wrong.
We are the only one, and the way they do the legislation here in Texas, it's only every 2 years that they have the sessions to vote on this stuff. So there's bills in both the House and the Senate here in Texas, but I don't know. It's touchy. If it'll, there's a lot of entrenched distributor money going to a lot of politicians.
Yeah.
So
well, I can tell you it can be done. Up until about 4 years ago, Florida had a very weird law. It was it was an antique law that no one actually looked at it, and it was very overlooked. Mm-hmm. For growler fills, you could only fill a 32 ounce or a 128. Law did not allow you to fill a 64 ounce growler, but we actually have a group here called the Florida Brewers Guild. Uh-huh. They're assembled by people that are involved in the beer industry here, and they actually deal with legislation. Yeah. So they will go to Tallahassee and fight all of the causes that we want to fight. So they helped get that overturned for us, and they were like, "Oh yeah, that's stupid. Why is that? Let's change that."
Yeah, that seems like a common, because so you could go with a gallon or was it 32 is like a quarter gallon, right?
Yeah, a quart. Yeah, so it was a quart or a gallon. You couldn't do the half gallon though.
Heaven forbid. I wonder why that was even a law. So it was probably somebody who manufactured 32 ounce
and
something
and the 128.
Yeah, the gallon jugs and the 32 ounce. We had crowlers were illegal here until a couple years ago. They actually if you had to be, because they allowed them. A company here called Cuvée Coffee, which is a coffee and beer bar in Austin, and they make awesome or artisan coffee. I don't know if it's called craft coffee or artisan coffee, but either way, it's delicious. And,
fancy coffee.
Yeah, fancy coffee. But they were the first one to do canned nitro beer, I think. Perhaps, maybe not. I'm just going to say they are. But anyway, they had a crowler machine, and they would fill the crowlers up with beer. And the TABC sent them a cease and desist, and they didn't. And so the TABC came storming in one day. And I'm going to say storming. I don't know if they actually stormed in. They didn't crash through any windows, I don't think. like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I don't know that it was at that level, but they did come in and they had guns and stuff, and they confiscated the Crowler machine. And then, yeah, it was wild. And they took it off, and then eventually it got overturned because the judge was like, "This is silly." Just
This is ridiculous.
Yeah. But their whole thing was, it's manufacturing, and so they tried to shut the whole thing down. So now if we got that overturned. If we can just get brewery sales to go sales at breweries, then life would be much better here in the Lone Star State. But
man,
anyway,
Steve.
Yeah, go for it.
Do you guys have a distinction in brewery license as production and brew pubs? Is that a thing there in Florida too? Because there's two types of license here in Texas.
Not so much here in Florida. In Florida, it's it's more of a manufacturing license. So like we do have a brew pub, but that entails a food safety license. That's a whole different ball game. We don't really get involved in that. We are we occupy the same building, but we're two separate entities, if you want to call it that. So where we make the beer, we're the production side. Honestly, we would answer more to OSHA than anything else. And then the pub side of it, they have the health inspectors, the Alcohol Tobacco Bureau as well that they've got to deal with. But yeah, it's nice because we can distribute in-house as well. So we are still technically two entities. So it's basically like our pub is buying the beer from the brewery.
Okay, that sounds reasonable enough.
Yeah.
All the laws are kind of, ever since Prohibition, everything's kind of wonky.
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay, Steve, do you have a prediction for today's game?
Oh, I'm gonna tell you, the Rays finished last year really strong, and they just missed the playoffs.
That's a tough division.
It is. It really is. I'm gonna say 6-3 Rays.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right. 6-3 Rays.
I'm giving you guys 3 though.
No,
Who's our starting pitcher today?
JV. Justin Verlander.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And we got Snell on the mound.
I don't know why I asked.
Yes, and then Snell, Cy Young, last year's Cy Young.
Yeah. No, Justin Verlander.
Yeah.
Mr. Upton.
Mr. Upton.
Yeah.
Yeah. He they just had a baby. Never mind. That's all. Way to go, Justin Verlander.
That lucky bastard.
He is he's a blessed man. He's a blessed man.
You look in the dictionary under lucky bastard.
Yeah.
It's that guy.
There he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Steve, we don't want to take up too much of your day today, but just want to tell you that we super duper appreciate you taking the time to be on our show here, and we really do appreciate all that. Y'all make some delicious beers there, and from a few Texans at a Texas-shaped table.
Yeah,
because that's what. And with all our we've all got really big belt buckles on too, because we were like, let's play up these stereotypes.
Yeah,
and we're all.
I was gonna say, doesn't everyone in Texas have to have one? Like it's law, right?
What, the big belt buckle?
Yes, you have to own at least one.
Yeah, the bigger the better. If it's Texas shaped, even better.
Yeah.
But yeah, we all look like a bunch of Ric Flairs with big big gold belts.
And yeah,
that's fantastic.
And when we dress up and we're in our suit and ties, it's the suit and the bolo tie.
Yeah.
We don't wear regular ties here.
But the cool thing about the big belt buckle is you can hide a flask behind them. So there's that.
Very true.
Anyway. Yeah. All right. Well, Steve, we're planning our trip now down to come see you.
All right.
So
yeah, absolutely, guys. Always welcome.
All right. Steve, everybody, from Tampa Bay Brewing Company, look for their beers around. Kennedy, if Jules goes back to Tampa,
she's from Orlando. So
close enough, right?
Hey,
How
you
far?
can find it there too.
Yeah.
No.
All right. So just hit up Jules, right?
Yeah. When she goes back, we actually have a listener or a viewer. One of our faithful ones is in Orlando right now.
Who?
Misty.
Misty.
Yes.
How far is Orlando from where you are right now, Steve?
I think, and she's watching right now. So Misty.
About 2 hours.
That seems reasonable.
It's reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hop, skip, and a jump. So just.
Misty, are you saying you're in Tampa Bay right now?
Is she?
Or is she saying? She says I'm here. I think she's just saying she's watching.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Oh.
We'll just imagine that she is. All right, Misty, go by and see Steve.
Yeah, she's an hour and a half away.
All right. Well, Steve, thank you so much, sir.
Hey, thanks guys. Have a great day.
Right.
Go Rays. Sorry.
No. All right. We'll let it slide. We'll let it slide. All right. Later.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
Thank you. That was cool.
That was cool.
Yeah, that's our first Florida brewery on.
I know. Steve's a super likable guy.
Yeah. Well,
Steve Schrimsher.
I feel like most people that work in breweries are likable people.
They are, aren't they?
I mean, because you like your job, you're gonna be in a good mood most of the time.
I'm sure. Look at us up on that big screen.
Oh yeah.
That's-
Oh wow. Where is this?
That's us.
But where's it coming? Is that our YouTube feed or what?
I think so. I don't know. Where's
Oh.
Are we not doing the ticker today? It would look really cool up there.
I don't know.
You could probably read the whole thing.
I'm not in charge of that.
It's delayed though. That's where I realized I was up there just then.
Yeah, because you
you remember back then?
I think that's YouTube.
Oh, hey, big shout out to Clint and his family.
Yeah.
They're here. Well, hey, what are y'all? What you got? Coffee there? Starting with coffee. Smart move. Coffee. He's
Clint,
drinking. Huh?
You want to come over here, buddy?
Well, you're still eating. Finish up. We're not going anywhere. We're
No.
gonna be here for a long time.
Oh, I think Misty. She said no. I think what she's saying is she's gonna bring us some beer.
Oh.
Right? Is
Okay.
that what you mean by no? You bring us some beer?
Oh. I hope so.
Next time you come and visit.
Yes. Big shout out to everybody listening on our Mixler feed. If you're driving around and you can't watch or listen, even though the internet speeds are really good now around Houston, and we're not even all 5G yet, but you can watch the stream typically in town.
Yeah, I'm more of a straight up G.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But anyway, if you want to only listen, if you've got bandwidth issues and you're out, say you're driving out to, I don't know, somewhere far away, far away. Maybe you're in between here and San Antonio, and there's a spot that you just can't quite get that beautiful HD crisp video.
Yeah.
You can always listen to the audio stream at Mixler, mixlr.com/ hold on, Liquid Lunch. All right, go ahead.
Oh, if you're driving anyway, you really need to be listening and not watching.
Yes, but I'll turn on YouTube videos.
While you're driving?
I don't watch them. I put them in the seat because the cool thing about a YouTube video is that if you hit screen lock, then it pauses it.
Yeah.
So it's easier than trying to fumble with your phone. You can just reach over and feel the bump on the side of the phone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
Yeah.
no, I'm saying.
No, I'm saying.
Yeah.
But Jose watching that, he said a nice jersey. Thank you. This is my Colt 45.
Well-
Colt 45, the original name of your Houston Astros, back before there was an Astrodome. I think 67 was the year that the Colt 45s debuted. And then when they built the Astrodome, they changed their name to the Astros. It really had nothing to do with the astronauts. It was the Astrodome, from what I remember.
Well, the Space Center was already here.
Roy Hoffines? Hoffines? I think Hoffines Pavilion,
Hoffine,
that guy?
Yeah.
Roy? Is it Roy? I think it's Roy. He's the one that built the.
Sure.
I'm leaning on the. Is this the panhandle? The panhandle. This part that sticks up here.
Mm-hmm.
What's this part called? This is the pot. This the kettle.
I don't know.
What is this part?
All I know is I'm chilling out in Oklahoma right now.
Yeah. I mean, you're. You know what? But once you cross that Red River,
Yeah.
Bob Wills is still the king, bro.
Well, my beer is my beer.
Waylon said it best.
Well, my beer is hanging out in probably Wichita Falls right now.
Oh, like maybe going to Wichita Falls Brewing?
Yeah, it's about where my beer is right now. It's Wichita Falls.
Their 1 year anniversary is coming up.
Yeah.
I talked to Danny the other day, and
we have a guest.
yeah, hey, all I saw was your silhouette. I was like, who is that? Who's that coming towards me?
Hey, Preston just jumped on.
Preston,
What's up?
how's it going?
I was there yesterday.
Were you?
Yeah. Oh, guess what?
What?
I am officially a member of the Rogue Brewers now.
Hey, congratulations!
Yeah.
Congratulations! What did you get? Like a T-shirt?
I didn't get the T-shirt option.
Did you?
I am an official member now, and I'm also entering my West Coast IPA in their contest this Saturday.
Well,
They're coming for you.
they are. That's
Haircut. Oh, Preston. He's the only one who noticed
what?
that I got a haircut.
Which one? Dad jokes. Yuck,
Thanks,
yuck.
buddy.
Did you notice I got a haircut?
No, you're wearing a hat.
Yeah.
Oh, I did notice. You got a lot taken off the top.
Kennedy, you're kind of an asshole. Not it.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So let's talk about the beers we're drinking.
Okay.
Tell me about how you feeling?
Oh, this is a decent Hefeweizen. I've been drinking them a lot lately, so I prefer mine a little bit more banana-y.
Yeah.
And this one really isn't, but it's probably because it has a lot of raspberries in it,
Mm.
and so it does. It's got some good raspberry notes and stuff.
Perry, I'm going to ask you some
Very
questions.
easy drinking.
Is it?
Yeah, it's smooth.
Swing that thing over here.
Swanging and banging.
Swing it. However you can. I'll stall while you do that. Hefeweizens. Are you a Hefeweizen fan? Yes, no, yeah.
He's
not at all.
He is not.
Let's talk about. I want to ask you this.
He didn't want any of my
thought that
Hefeweizens.
I was. Was it a Live Oak?
Yeah, which is
I tried that. I thought I liked it. Tried it again.
Oh, that's one of my faves.
Wasn't my jam.
Okay, who was I talking about? I was talking to somebody about this the other day. We get into these deep philosophical discussions sometimes throughout our day.
Yeah.
And the Hefeweizens, it's one of those things where you either love them or you don't. I don't know a lot of middle ground people on Hefeweizens. And I wonder if it has to do with, there's like some people are like super tasters and that sort of thing. You just pick up on some flavors more.
Yeah.
And I wonder if because the bananas, none of the banana flavor comes from actual bananas. It's all from the yeast, right?
Right.
From esters and then the phenols making that kind of clovey flavor.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them, like I think with Live Oak, you get a little bit of bubblegum flavor. Hey, Jake.
All right. Thanks, man.
How's it going?
It's going.
You want to pick that up? Talk real quick. I think where are you at? Right there. Hey,
We
Jake,
can-
not
we
from
can
State
set
Farm.
'em-
Jake
all right.
from Thistle. What's up?
Oh, just getting everything ready.
Where are you at?
for,
Hold on.
Hold on.
festivals.
Julie says hi, Perry.
Why am I not hearing you? Try that again. Try talking.
Oh, can you hear me?
Maybe.
We're a little better,
Yeah.
Is my
There-
voice too soothing
No.
to be picked up on a microphone?
No,
you
you're
you
good
do
now.
have a soothing voice,
do.
though.
I hope so. Let's put some people to sleep. Or
Yeah.
While they're driving.
Nice
yeah.
and smooth.
Do that. It worked.
I was really hoping for some Louis Armstrong going here. Really get in there.
Yeah. A little soulful. Just. What did you? You just handed Kennedy a note. Is that
It says
something we need to promote?
It's
it
secret.
says, "Oh my God, you look so hot today."
Oh. Was that from
Yeah.
you?
It
Yeah.
either says that or it gives us the Wi-Fi passwords.
Oh.
One of those two.
Either way,
Yeah.
it's working. Hey, what do we? What's special in the menu here at Thistle? We're at Thistle Draft Shop, everybody. If you didn't already know,
Are we talking about the beer menu
We're talking
or the
any-
food menu?
things people need to know.
Oh boy, things people need to know is we are doing something crazy on April 20th.
What's that?
We're having a giant barbecue smoke out.
Ooh.
Smoking the barbecue, just so we're clear. But
You did say April 20th, right?
Yeah.
April 20th,
Okay,
yeah. So
okay.
you're going to want to come hungry and thirsty, but we're going to start smoking meat about 7 o'clock, or I'm sorry, about noon the day before.
Okay.
And then we're going to be dragging out about an 18 to 24-foot trailer. I haven't got the correct dimensions yet. We got guest chef Jaime Valencia and our chef working together to do like a massive just barbecue grill down.
That's some hot
What-
chef on chef action.
What day of the week is that?
420.
Saturday. Hopefully that's a good day for y'all. Because
Yeah.
we're going to be doing it all day long. Twisted X is releasing a new beer, the official beer of barbecue.
Mhm.
So we really want to highlight,
Twisted X
Good
in.
barbecue.
Are they in Dripping Springs technically?
Dripping Springs, yeah.
Are they in Dripping Springs?
yeah.
Yeah.
Been to the brewery. It's nice.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
They keep trying to drag me out.
I need to get out there. They're my brother-in-law and one of the owners is they're good friends. And
Yeah,
it's
there's like 4 breweries in like Dripping Springs.
the Dripping Springs area.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dripping-
there's so much good stuff over there, too.
Yeah.
I mean, you throw in Texas Keeper ciders on top of that. I mean, we
Mhm.
don't even have to stick to beer on that. It's just a good
Yeah.
area.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. Yeah,
Yeah.
Texas Keeper. What? Argus is. Well, that's
Yeah, it's
technically not Dripping Springs yet.
no, but it's close.
It's close.
It's close.
Last Stand. Last Stand's getting a second.
Yeah, Argus Cidery,
Of course,
Jester King.
Right. Barbershop is the what was it all? Is it still called the Barbershop,
I don't know.
or did they change? It's a brewery like in
They-
an old barbershop, right there in
I've
Dripping
never even
Springs.
heard of it.
Dripping Spring. They also have Suds Monkey
Yes.
and the family. Is it Family something Brewing? It's the guy from Supernatural.
Oh yeah.
the family business.
Yeah.
brewery.
Yeah.
Is it?
yeah.
That's open, right?
Yeah, it's open.
Is
It's in-
Supernatural still going on?
I don't know.
Was that a spinoff of Smallville?
I
I feel
don't
like we could do a full hour on Smallville. Perry and I could for sure.
I'm not a fan of the show, but
Well, it's been off for like.
I mean, but the guy
12 years.
the guy's a brewery now, so
He's dreamy.
yeah.
What's
His
his?
dream.
Huh? It's right there.
Oh.
You pick your color there.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
remember. I think you're
I know.
red.
I'm blue.
Green?
I'm blue.
I don't know. No, but okay. If it goes dead, it's the 9-volt. Just
No, it's still working.
okay. Just let me know.
Yeah.
So 420. Oh yeah, I was gonna check my calendar on that one.
Family
420.
business.
Family Business Brewing.
Yeah, Kevin just jumped on Family Business.
Thanks,
good,
Kevin.
good stuff there.
All right, so 420. Let me see. Oh, that's Passover too. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass over here.
And that's the thing is we've done a lot of beer-focused festivals and a lot of really just the breweries, and we're definitely highlighting Twisted X on this one. But with as much barbecue as we're doing, I mean, we're definitely a food-centric festival, which I think is kind of phenomenal and a little bit newer for what we're doing.
Yeah, no, that's good stuff because, I mean, everybody loves beer. Well, maybe not everybody, but everybody I'll talk to. But
I think everybody should love beer.
Everybody loves food.
Yeah.
You can't not love food.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you're like, you still love it. Just try to go without it. And good food.
Yeah.
So I brought my parents here
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, how did it go? How
Yeah,
did the Kennedys enjoy?
Well,
Thistle?
we'll get to that in a second. Oh, they love. I thought you were talking about something else. Yeah, they absolutely love Thistle. They're not drinkers. They didn't have any beer while they were here.
That's okay.
But they.
What did they have to drink? There's plenty of options here. Let's talk about that, Jake. What non-alcoholic options do y'all have?
Oh boy.
They have water.
Water. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have premium water. It's well water. We got
Y'all now
high
have
reviews
coffee.
on the water.
Let's talk about. Can we talk about coffee for a minute?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all now have full-on like coffee, right? Everything.
So yeah, we have a little bit of everything. So we can do normal pour-over cup coffee during the week, and we also have our cold brewed nitros on tap from Independence Coffee. But now on Saturdays and Sunday mornings, all the way up till 3 in the afternoon, we got Blue Bonnet Coffee out here.
Yeah.
They got their own roastings. They got their own espresso machine. I mean, they're doing a full scale. I mean, beautiful, beautiful coffee. I
That's
couldn't be
cool.
more excited about it.
Just yesterday, our drip coffee maker at the house died.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Just dead. And turn them down while they're figuring something out. But I had a drip pour over set up that I asked for like 2 Christmases ago, and I'd never like delved it because it's like, yeah, I get the drip, and then you're in the morning, you're groggy. I don't wake up to like 3 cups of coffee in, right?
Oh yeah.
But I had to do something, so I set up my pour over. It's so good. It's like smooth and just, I don't know. It's something about the technique.
Are you doing like a French press or just like the full pour over?
Full pour over?
Oh man,
like
yeah.
Measuring out. I use my scale to measure out the proper amount of coffee, and then water. 23 grams of coffee.
Oh yeah, you're real exact on it.
And 400 grams of water. And I got boil it, and it's filtered water and everything. And you do the concentric circles, and it's just like ritual. You gotta wet the filter first, Perry. Otherwise, it'll taste papery.
Really?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I got a lot to learn.
Listen.
What do you wet it with?
You lick it.
Spittle?
Yeah, you just no, you just so my kettle, you don't put the kettle right on the fire.
No,
Get the pour
of
over
course not.
kettle.
Yeah. No, of course
Get the water to boil in just a pan and pour it in, like measure it out and everything,
Yeah.
and pour a little in there.
Do you need to use a gold-plated pan to heat the water?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, that's just flaunting.
Okay.
Anyway, so you just pour a little on that paper, and then you put in your grounds. Then you pour a little bit of water on top to let it bloom. They call it blooming because it kind of blit like that. That's the exact sound it makes. Wait 30 seconds. I don't know what it does. I'm still new to this. And then you do your and it should take like 3 to 4 minutes for a single serving of coffee if you've got the right grind and the right extraction rate. I love it.
Oh, that sounds beautiful. I just stuff my French press like half full of grounds and then pour coffee in and drink the sludge.
Yeah.
You only need 1 cup. Like there's no 3 and 4. There's 1, and you're checking your heartbeat.
Yeah, you got your jaw hurts after chewing it.
Yeah.
Chewing your coffee, but it still tastes good. Man, I love coffee. Hey, there's Misty up on the screen. Hey, Misty. Sorry, I just noticed. Anyway.
Which actually, that brings me to an important question.
Okay.
If you were to have free Wi-Fi everywhere at any time, or free coffee anywhere every time, which one would you pick?
Hands down, Wi-Fi.
See, I'm coffee.
Hands down.
Coffee.
I would say
Hands
coffee.
down.
I feel like I feel like coffee. I'm too pretentious when it comes to coffee. Like, is it going to be good coffee everywhere?
I would assume it's so. I mean, if you can get it anywhere, anytime for free, I would hope that it's at least drinkable.
Like, I want the best coffee. I don't know.
And Wi-Fi is not always good either.
Yeah.
It's not always worth it.
If it's like samesies. I mean, I only drink coffee in the morning.
Yeah, but
On this show, we've seen what happens when I go 3 cups.
Yeah.
I fell out on the floor. I can't.
yeah.
I can't handle it.
Yeah.
I have a threshold.
You can't handle it.
I literally had a panic attack in the middle of a show.
Yeah.
You can go back. I don't know what episode it was, but you can go back
Was
and find
that
it.
coffee induced?
Mostly.
You had 3 cups?
Yeah, I went for I think we had some cold, like canned coffee or something. And I was like, yeah, I want to try that after I'd already had my normal 2 cups.
I didn't know what was wrong with you. You were like, I was like, oh, boy.
Yeah. I was like, you're going to have to, I had to walk out. My wife's like calming me down. She's like, just breathe. I was like, I don't know if I can.
Yeah, you got to watch out for cold brew, man. I mean, if they don't dilute it, it's some intense stuff.
It tastes so good, though.
Yeah.
And the nitro coffee, it's like just this rich, creamy, like almost dessert, even though it's not sweet to me. I want to pour it over some vanilla ice cream. Just eat it.
Actually, I think the first time I've ever been on y'all's show, I was sitting there nursing 2 or 3 cups of a nitro coffee and was shaking by the end of it.
It really is. You gotta start with coffee at the beginning of the day, 2 cups, and then you add the beer, and then it kind of it levels everything.
Yeah.
So, let's talk menu for a minute, Jake.
While we're talking menu,
Okay.
both my parents both said that your truffle fries, best fries they've ever had.
That is phenomenal.
And,
Dude,
and remember, they're older than me.
Then that's old.
They've had a lot of fries.
Speaking of, did you see where they found the biggest T-Rex ever? Speaking of like your age, Jake's like, I'm done.
He's like,
Once it gets to old Kennedy talk, I'm done. Oh, you wanted to grab a chair?
Yeah.
Smart. Do you want to? Well, whatever. No, you're fine.
Yeah, we're good.
We're
We're
good.
good. I really got to flex the arms. You got to.
You got
the camera
yeah.
on,
Sun's out, guns out.
Toothpicks.
Sun's out, guns out. And Jake flexing. It is on the internet, so
Oh, good, good.
Turn the angle.
Really gotta get in there, make it
You're-
seem okay.
The fries here, literally, it is like you put that first truffle fry. Perry, you've never had them, have you?
oh,
Not here.
boy.
But
No.
We'll get some going right now.
There-
I'm,
What? Okay,
I'm ready.
walk us through. It starts on a farm. Where do you get your potatoes from? Do you have any idea? Is it from Idaho?
I
Quaint
bet-
little mom and pa in Idaho.
I was going to
Yeah.
say Idaho, yeah.
Do you remember their names? It's like Wayne and Deirdre, I think is what you said last time.
Daria.
Daria.
Wayne and Daria.
Daria.
Yeah.
Speaking of not Daria, but Dora the Explorer. That reminds Dora. They got a new Dora the Explorer live action movie coming.
Are they actually doing that though?
Yeah.
I think
It's a
real-
trailer out for it already.
Yeah.
Teaser.
That's phenomenal because they did a spoof trailer of that almost 10 years ago.
Really?
That was a phenomenally done trailer, but it made you really want to see the live action. I had no idea we actually got another one
Hey,
coming.
look who's here.
Yeah,
That seems to be the thing. The whole live action. That's a trend. It seems.
that's where we are.
You
Well, I mean,
got,
after the Dragon Ball Z one come out, I mean, how could we, go
Yeah.
wrong with any
They
of
made
them?
a Dragon Ball Z live action?
Yeah, and Mortal Kombat and like
got
a
Aladdin.
lot of weird ones.
coming up. We've
What?
got Lion King, all live action.
Oh, I hear Dumbo's really good.
Dumbo, yeah. That's another
Dumbo,
one.
Lion King, Aladdin, all of them. They're gonna redo them all.
Yeah.
They'll do like a live action Pinocchio.
Land of
Sure.
remakes.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Just
Original
keep
anymore,
printing
it
those,
seems.
printing that money, Disney. Just print it.
So is it still live action if like Iago and Aladdin is all CGI talking? Like, is that still live action or is that like a hybrid film here?
I don't know.
I think it's a cross between, because I've seen some actual live footage, not live, but real Will Smith, and he's
Can-
not blue.
Can
He's
I
going to be in the movie.
can I
guess-
pay you a compliment real quick? Your voice is so rich and dynamic. Normally, you have to really get up on these dynamic mics. You're a ways away, and it still just comes
Oh,
through.
well, thanks.
You
Appreciate that.
you got that's like a just
Thanks,
a gift
man.
from God.
Too bad he doesn't like to be on
Trying to be
camera.
like you.
Yeah, no. You're on another level there. It's just I'm sorry. I'm just looking
But
at
these truffle fries.
the truffle
Yeah,
fries, dude.
yeah.
The fries are so so it starts on a farm in Idaho.
Yeah.
And then the sun and this water that comes down from the mountain, because Idaho has mountains, right? It's just a mountain spring that feeds and the rich soil, and they harvest them by hand and they truck them in, here. I
6
assume.
generations of potato harvesting.
Yes, goes back.
Mountains water.
Yeah, and so anyway, then they soak them. How many days you soak them for? Like a week.
And like a saltwater bath? Or?
So I'll be 100% honest. We actually we don't cut and blanch our own fries mainly because if you saw how many fries we went through, there is no physical place for us to store that many. I
The
mean,
elves
on
do
an
it.
average weekend, we go through a stack of I think they're 25-pound boxes. We go through a stack taller than I am every Friday and Saturday.
Oh, wow.
So we don't even
So-
have the capacity to actually make them ourselves. Although we'd love to.
So that's a local favorite, huh?
Oh,
Dude,
easy.
They're so crispy and like,
and then the Parmesan on top.
They just melt in your mouth. It's just like a little like a French fry angel came and kissed you on your tongue.
Yeah, they're like perfectly crispy on the outside,
Tongue kissed you.
and then nice and.
So is that the beer pairing?
The fancy ass truffle fries.
Yeah. The
with the white truffle oil, the Parmesan.
Yeah, they're fancy.
Parmesan. Potato. Roasted garlic aioli. Aioli, we can all agree on aioli. Hey. Yeah. So much good stuff on the menu. That's the problem when you come to Thistle is figuring out, because you only have so much stomach capacity.
Oh
yeah.
And then there's something else you're not seeing.
What?
That's the brunch menu.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
That's completely different.
Brunch is the best.
Yeah.
The brunch menu is wild. So one of the dishes that we had on there was a crawfish Benedict. We've done that since we even started brunch, and it still outsells every other brunch item like 3 to 1. I mean, it is just out of this world. I mean, not just as a Benedict lover. I mean, if you can't do a good Benedict, why are you doing brunch?
Yeah.
But like, oh my goodness, this is such a good one. And I think they're actually talking about unveiling a new Benedict with a spicy fried chicken on an English muffin, spinach, and poached eggs, hollandaise. So we'll see what comes of that one.
I think I'm gonna need a moment.
Got a little hollandaise there, and you're producing your own. Oh, that's horrible. I'm not going to talk about that. Steak night Wednesdays. That was last night. How did that go?
Oh, steak night's always an interesting night. Regardless, we change the steaks every single week, and there's things that chef comes up with that I even have my brain fall out the back of my skull. He did. Sweet potato, like large sliced sweet potato with a sorghum syrup and a Cajun popcorn over the top.
Huh?
Sorghum syrup.
Sorghum.
It's very southern.
Yeah, and it's so good. So good. I mean, you got that nice, like, caramelized edge on the sweet potatoes, popcorn to go with it, and then Terrace Major is what we've been using for the last couple times, but it's a good shoulder loin, just lots of flavor, lots of tenderness. And then the steak and salad are always different. So sometimes it's a soup or sometimes it's a salad. It's really dependent on the weather and kind of what's going on.
So a couple weeks ago, you guys had crawfish here, and
Yeah.
that was probably some of the best crawfish I've ever had. Any plans of that coming back?
I think the short answer is yes. The long answer is I don't know when. We will do it, but it's all very based on
Because damn,
yeah.
oh, man,
He's got some secrets back there.
it does. Wow.
Yeah, and we're when we do bring it back again, obviously we'll put it out there so all y'all can get to it. But we got Viet Cajun flavors as well.
Jose wants to know, one, what are the secret menu items? And when he said secret in quotes, and then he also said that The Secret was a horrible movie. But so well-rounded commenting there, Jose. But any off-menu things that
I don't actually think so. I guess it wouldn't really be that secret if we put it out in the public like this either. But, I think part of it is since we rotate so many items and so many, weekly things that we try to stay away from doing, the secret item. I will put one out there, and Chef might be mad at me for saying it a little bit, but ask for the Red Dragon fries.
the Red Dragon.
Oh,
Those are available today?
I'll find out for you.
Okay.
yeah, but you also have to have the truffle fries.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we already got the truffle fries coming.
All right,
Fries
yeah,
on
yeah.
fries.
Um,
I'm ready.
So I don't know if this was a secret menu item, but I was here a couple months ago, and Mary hooked me up with some of the beef jerky. Have you had that?
Apparently, I'm missing out on something.
Wow.
There's secret items I don't know about.
Yeah, she walked out. She went in the kitchen. She came out. And she had this bag of beef jerky, and it was probably some of the best beef jerky I've ever had.
Oh, I bet you that's beef jerky down from Smitty's. He's the people we get our bratwurst from. So I mean,
I thought she said it was your cooking made it.
oh, maybe
Could be
he
wrong.
maybe he did make some jerky and not share it with me.
Yeah,
He probably did.
I think I just may have got him in trouble.
Yeah,
That one.
I guess I'll think about sharing my beer so much.
hey, the mead chilada. You got a mid-chilada, like a mid-chilada, right? And then a mead chilada. Y'all had
Oh.
Did y'all do? Did you eat
the mead
yeah,
chilada?
Yeah.
Well, Julie and I were here one night with Mary, and it was back when you guys still had the Griffin Meadery, the jalapeno
Shout out
mead.
to Miss Griffin.
Yeah,
Miss Griffin.
and so we kind of like we stayed here kind of late that night, trying to like make up a good one.
Yeah,
And it went on for pretty a while. But I called it the. She didn't go with my name for it. It was the Bloody Meaty Mary.
They Griffin did a Bloody Viking.
Yeah.
Which that one was good. That was with their jalapeno mead. That was an interesting flavor. But Texas has quite a few good meaderies. Rohan, Enchanted Manor,
Meridian Hive.
Yeah, they do the short, quick mead, short meads, whatever you want.
Draft meads. Yeah. They do both still and draft, but the drafts are way more approachable for somebody that's not really into meads.
And they're approachable. And for me, it's like 7%. They will creep up on you like a ninja and just hit you with a drunk roundhouse just out of nowhere. You're like, whoa, what happened? And it's just like this cherry candy flavor that just sent you into an orbit of it's Oh, you want me to turn this down so y'all can have a discussion amongst yourselves? Technical talk. One I've been seeing online a lot, and I want to get them on the show. I think it's is it Black Fairy? They're down in they're south of here. Have you seen them?
What is the name?
I think Black Fairy.
Have I seen Black Fairies?
Black Fairy meat. Hold on, I'll look it up.
Oh.
Their social stuff has been really good. But anyway, there's a lot of good meaderies around Texas. Dancing Bee. There's a few of them. I went to the Mead Fest one year when it was in Conroe.
Oh man, I'm about to check that out.
It was.
Do I still do that?
Yeah, it skips around. Typically, it's at a different meadery, but this one was at the Conroe camping grounds.
Yeah, it was at the KOA.
Yeah. And there was a guy who thought he was an actual Viking, and he had a horn, and his kid was just running around biting people's legs. His kid was like, Thor.
I mean, who's to say he wasn't?
His kid's name was Thor. His kid's name was he kept yelling Thor. They never told him to stop. He's like, if you're gonna bite somebody's leg, do it like this. And the guy had long blonde hair. It's like,
who's to say he wasn't an actual Viking?
It was like Chris Hemsworth's, half way dumber brother. I don't know. It was just anyway. It was, what?
I see what's coming.
What's coming? Oh, Perry. Hold on. Can we get? Oh, let me get some video of this. I want to get Perry's first bite of the truffle fries. Oh. Can we turn the camera around on Perry, please? I know you're a little bit sensitive with the whole being on the internet. Hold on.
Starting to turn pretty sensual.
Yeah, turn that around.
Put the camera on.
Yeah, pick that camera, turn it around. Turn that camera around, and just let's get full Perry. I'm going to get some video of this. I can't wait. Hold on, let me go video. I'm going to zoom in. Hold on, here we go. All right, here's Perry. His first time to try the truffle. Oh, he went sauce.
Drum roll.
He went sauce. And in. Oh, and the crunch. You hear the crunch? Mm. Mm-hmm. Let that wave go. Take it in. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now try prying that out of his.
These are all mine.
Sure.
I mean,
yeah, if you want them.
If you can eat them all.
I'll be honest with you. I've seen somebody try to take somebody else's truffle fries, and it wasn't pretty.
Yeah.
Hey, Clint, come here. I want to hear what you had to eat. So I'm not going to eat into the microphone because I know how that sounds. But once Clint starts talking, pick a mic that best suits that green one right there. Is that it? I think that's it. Try that. Tap on that a little bit. That works. All right.
Test.
Yeah, that works perfect. What you may be able to hear if you put those on. What'd you have to eat?
We had the truffle fries and the knots.
The pretzel knots.
We also recently ordered the burger.
Oh, you hadn't
and
come
the
yet?
chicken sandwich.
We got you mid.
What's that?
You got you mid. You went from truffle fries to the app. You went from
Right.
apps to main.
Yeah,
to main
exactly.
course.
Any.
Have you been here before?
No, this is the first time.
Well, congratulations on showing up and having a delicious meal. Brought the family out. Family-friendly atmosphere here at Thistle Draft Shop. Everybody should know that, right? I mean, you should know that by now if you didn't know that. But do y'all live close?
Yeah, we're just right up the road off of Gosling, so
Yeah.
not far at all.
What's your address?
What are y'all doing the rest of the day?
Yeah.
Come hang out. You have a pool? Cool.
Yeah.
We'll be there in a little bit.
Come hang out.
Yeah. No. Well, congratulations on a. Well, it was delicious, right?
I'm sorry, what?
The food. It was. Are you gonna get beer?
It was good.
Are you gonna get beer?
Probably a little later.
Well,
Like,
the good thing about
You had coffee though,
Right.
right? There's
Yeah.
tea or something. What did you have? I saw something
It
steaming.
was just coffee.
What are the kids drinking? Some of those sodas.
There's they got an Orange Jones soda.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
The little one's been wanting orange soda for a long time, so he's kind of.
He's in heaven right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You can
that's
see it. Kind of hard to see, but if he gets close, you can see it all over his lips.
nice. He's doing it right. You know what? Congratulations, you're doing it right. I don't want to take up too much of your family time, but you're raising those kids right. Bring them into good places
Thank
like
you.
this.
Yeah,
Feed
appreciate
them good
it.
food. Give them good food. Good stuff. Good stuff. Perry.
All right. Well, thank you all.
All right. Yeah. Go back and enjoy. And family friendly atmosphere. Clint, everybody.
Yay!
Let's go back through the menu because I love Thistle Draft Shop and everything on the menu. How far are we from
BRB.
Oh, you're going to be right back already? The bladder at capacity? When you get to that at the older age,
Don't judge me.
I'm not judging. I'm just saying I'm not. Well, as you're drinking those energy
you're gonna
drinks,
be my age one of these
you've
days.
had like, 100 years from now. Oh, here's Mary. Mary, do you want to get on the mic real quick? Anything you busy? Are you busy? Either way. Huh? Oh. Sorry, I put you on the spot there. Yeah, that one's up. These stools are great. Yeah, those should work. I think so. If I did it right, if I set it up right. I didn't have Mike here with me today, but you just sling that one over. Hi,
Sling it
Mary.
by. Good
Yeah.
afternoon.
Welcome to Liquid Lunch.
Thank you, sir.
Again. If you did not get a chance to listen, Jake, did you get a chance to listen to the Pink Boot Society episode we did here around the Texas table here at Thistle Draft Shop?
I got in most of it. I think I missed about maybe 15, 20 minutes of it, but
That-
yeah, I definitely got most of it in.
I want to say a lot of fun, but very intimidating.
You think so?
Just to be around that many super smart women, beautiful women, it's just like, I just didn't know if I was like, all right, I'm just, don't say something stupid.
Yeah.
And I'm 70% sure I didn't.
No, as you can tell, they had great comebacks. They got great things to say. So
There's so many smart women.
They're very smart.
in the craft beer industry here in Houston.
They are. They are.
It's like, it's humbling how many. You don't. I don't know. I don't get big into the whole like. You just kind of live life and you kind of do the things and whatever, and then whoever's doing them and loving them and that kind of thing, you just let it go. But we got a lot of, we got some super, super bright women
You
doing
do.
some really good things. And that
Yeah.
includes you, Mary. You're right
Thank
there
you.
at the top of the list.
I appreciate that, but I think they're the ones that really shine that day. They're so passionate about what they do, and they're equally as passionate about being a woman and doing it.
Yeah.
And in a men's
I'm just gonna
world.
nod like I understand. Like, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, yeah, and that's the best way to do it.
Yeah. I don't look. It was fun to be a part of. Hey, Jake, what are you drinking?
I'm actually drinking Wall Ball by Relio. Kind of
Okay.
been on an IPL kick. I just kind of love that
Yeah,
style.
IPLs. That's it. Yeah. So we're in the golden age of IP fill in the blanks.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
IPLs are great. They're kind of I don't know what you'd call it. It's like if there's a spectrum, like if you had that, how you get that color thing when
Yes.
like when you're trying to find the right color and you get the color and you can
The
pick the color.
color wheel?
No, it's SRM. Yeah, the color.
Yeah,
wheel.
you're trying to whatever, but for the hop for the IP whatever, and then after that there's I hear. Is that us?
Yeah, that's us.
Okay.
It's-
Now that I
It sounds better when you go to the bathroom.
let me tell. Are you saying people in the bathroom right now are hearing my voice?
Well, I don't know how many people are in the bathroom right now, but yeah,
Wow.
if one were to go in the bathroom right now, they would hear your voice.
Can you put somebody? If Dowdy, let me know. Give me the high sign when you walk in there. And hey man, how's it going? Good. Kidding. Talk to you when you're in there. Coach you up through it.
Yeah.
Let it flow. Let it flow. They're got the Frozen 2 coming out.
Well, let's just watch and wait. we'll see when somebody goes to the bathroom next.
Okay. Just let me know.
You can call him on it.
Yeah. Then we'll embarrass them.
Yeah. So Jake was speaking of the 420 barbecue extravaganza. We were going through some of the menu items here. I don't know what else. The fried oyster po bao. That's one of my favorites. There's so many things I haven't tried yet.
Well, you're falling
Now's the
behind.
time.
Julie says hi.
Hi, Julie.
Where's she at?
She's probably at work.
Skip out.
I tried to get her to call in today.
Yeah, totally do that. We're going to be here a long time.
Yeah.
We're going nowhere.
It doesn't bother me at all. I'm so glad you guys are here.
Listen, it's opening day. It should be a national holiday.
I agree.
It really should.
Yes.
If you want
At least
to,
a state holiday.
no, I feel like nationwide. I mean, if we're trying to
Yeah,
bridge,
you're right.
if we're trying to bridge divides, you need something like okay, everybody has their team, but it's still a friendly competition in baseball, especially early in the season before everybody's still mathematically in it. You know, you can't. The Reds aren't eliminated just yet. Give them a week. But it's one of those things where we can all come together. It doesn't matter political views. It doesn't matter, are you a wine drinker, a beer drinker. It doesn't matter north, south, east, whatever. It's baseball, right?
East Coast, West Coast.
East Coast, yeah. Biggie, Tupac, whatever. Timely reference. It's just, we should. Oh, thank you. Is this me?
That is you.
Is this another one? What is it?
It's the mystery surprise.
This is a different one?
No, it's the same one, but
Is this-
I know you
what is
want
this?
more.
I actually don't know either.
Oh, I'm drinking it. It's good. It's hoppy.
It's okay. You
It's,
can grease up the mouse.
I don't know.
Normally
I'm
I'm
okay
pretty
with
good
that.
at picking things out, but I think we have over 20 IPAs on tap right now, so it's going to be a little bit of a shot in the dark there.
Yeah. Okay. I wonder if it's on the list.
No, he just
Oh, it is. Just where I couldn't tell you.
Okay. Let me see.
not the secret list.
Mary, what are you digging on lately, beer wise?
Oh, I just joined a 30-day challenge where I'm not supposed to be digging on any of it.
Oh,
That is.
oh. We picked a bad time to come.
Yeah, well, we're just taking small doses. My agreement with myself was I'm only drinking when I'm sampling for the shop.
Okay.
That could be wide, but
You know what I do at night? The Topo
Wait,
Chico
do we want to know what you do at night?
before I go to bed.
Okay. Do
Doesn't clarify.
do we want to know this?
Late at night when the house is quiet, and the lights are. I have those Hue light, the Philips Hue lights. So I bring them all down. They hit the clock at midnight.
Is this going to be an appropriate story?
Yeah.
All right.
So it's just me. Usually put my earbuds in. I'm watching something on whatever.
Light some candles.
No candles. Let's not go overboard. Let's not be silly. But I've been trying to get back through Game of Thrones because the debut is, what are we, 4 weeks away, something like that. So I'm trying to get back
so
through
far,
it. Yeah.
so far
You
away.
can just rewatch. Pick a season.
We've watched them all.
This is my second time back through. But you pick up on a lot more each time through. You're like, oh, they're related. I had no idea. Now I do. But anyway, the Topo Chico, the bottled seltzer or the carbonated water. If you close your eyes, and it almost is like a beer, kind of, but it's not. It's just water. So do that late at night.
Do you put a picture in front of you to just help that visual go along? Maybe
No.
read a beer book with all pictures.
No, I just tell myself.
You don't need any.
The centerfold.
You're saying you don't need any visual inspiration.
No, but I
just
drink it
close
out of the
your
bottle,
eyes
so I'm like, I couldn't get this because it's an aroma thing. That's why. It's an aroma thing.
Put some hops in front of you. And
Now I'm really surprised
Lagunitas
you
does
didn't
have
like
a
the
hopped
candles.
water, hopped sparkling water.
Is it
Y'all-
Lagunitas? No, we have another one called Hopster.
Hopster. So it's going to be a foreign one, but it's a hop tonic. They use a little bit of green tea to sweeten it up, and I'll tell you what, I'm absolutely addicted to those things.
Really?
I love them,
It's really
especially
nice.
when you drank too much the night before
Yeah.
and you really want another beer, but you know it's really not going to make you feel better. Hop tonic all
Hop
the way,
tonic.
and it goes great with whiskey too. So if you ever wanted hoppy whiskey, it's. I mean, I'm so addicted to these things. I drank all of our supply out of it.
Perry's eyes lit up.
You guys have whiskey here?
We don't.
No.
Not. No. A lot of local distilleries now too. I need to do some interbreeze visits to some local distilleries. I haven't yet. I've done like one back in the day, but it's
Yellow
they're-
Rose.
no, they're closed now. It was Big Thicket. They were up in Conroe. They're not with us anymore.
Yellow Rose closed?
No, Big Thicket did.
Oh.
See, you didn't even know that they were a thing.
No, I didn't.
It's like
No.
this is where I get to do a shameless self-promotion. So episode 199 was at Fortress Brewing.
Yeah.
It's up available now.
He's going to come join us.
Is he?
John be with us in a second.
He's got a flight of beers
John's
over
a
there.
great guy.
Yeah.
I talked to him already.
John O'Hare. Huh? Okay.
Fabulous. We'll get to meet for the first time.
Oh, you've never met? I love when things
John?
come together like this. So Fortress,
he's your neighbor.
just down
know.
just down the street, like literally a hop, skip, and a jump, depending on how long your legs are.
Yeah. Who's been busier, them or us?
They're pretty busy.
Yeah.
They haven't even been open a week. Or actually, it's been a week now.
Yeah,
Didn't they open last Thursday?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think you're
Yeah.
right. I think you're right. So it's a week.
Can't
but
wait to see it.
On Friday, that would be tomorrow, I'm going to St. Arnold, episode 200 of Interbrews.
Nice.
Yeah, Brock and Aaron. We're going to sit down somewhere. I don't know where. Last time it was in Brock's office, just me and Brock.
Yeah.
And, well, you were there.
Thanks. Thanks.
But I'm saying, like, I wanted to try to make it feel uncomfortable, like, Anyway, but that was the beer garden was just it was just Legos, just a thought and Legos, and then now it's what it is, and Houston is blessed. But anyway, so episode 200, and Aaron, I'm glad to see Aaron. Aaron was my first ever guest on Interbrews.
That's right.
Way back when we didn't even know what we were doing. He was on the show, so we're 200 episodes in.
Nice.
It's wild. What are we at? 130 something here?
133 to be exact.
Earth 2, depending on if you're looking at I don't know how we got off. The podcast is one off. I went back and looked. I don't know. So if you watch on the video, you get a bonus episode somewhere. I don't know how it happened. Maybe I just didn't number one. I don't know. Yeah.
I've been numbering them as we go. And
I thought it was because we did 299s because we were waiting to get to 100, but you did that too.
I counted 99, 99A.
I don't know.
Was that Topo Chico at night?
Yes, yeah. It'll. You got to slow down. You can only do one. Let's be honest. Those bubbles will get in your brain.
A little different sensation at night when you put your head down.
Yeah. No,
Your belly start rumbling.
But it is a strategy. It makes you feel full. It's like you've actually had something when it's just water with some CO2 in it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I hear they pull it out of the atmosphere and put it right in the water, so you're saving the environment.
No, I missed this. You may have already mentioned that.
Probably. What?
Do you prefer the Topo Chico lime or unflavored?
Unflavored.
Okay.
I like the flavor of the inside of my mouth. So I don't know. It's just the minerals are good, I guess. I don't need flavors.
It's refreshing.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm the no flavor.
Yeah, it feels cleaner.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I don't know where that flavor comes from. I'm sure it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it's like, Mexican lime zest that they pulled off of a tree in Consuela's backyard and just zested it right there and into their whatever they do. I don't know.
I'm gonna start drinking Topo Chico. Yeah, that was I think they need to hire you on that one.
The bottles, I don't know. There's just something. They have heft to the bottles, and
Yep.
you have to pry it off, and it's like a ritual. It's like with the pour over coffee.
Yeah.
The ritual. There's something to the ritual. Like when you pour a beer, and you let the head settle, and everything gets right, like a nitro beer, and you watch it do the little dance of the bubbles.
Satisfying.
There's something to that. Like it's all part of it. Gets you primed. You get your brain and your heart all in alignment, and then you take that first sip, like Fortress has a dry Irish stout on nitro, and it's only in that 4.5% range, which we don't have enough of. Most of the stouts in the Houston area are
Big.
8, 9, 10, 15%. Put you on your butt after half of one, which is fine. Every once in a while you need that, and they're big, full flavored, but they've got a good dry Irish stout too. So
And they do have nitro taps here at Thistle.
Yes, we do.
what all of y'all put on nitro? Have y'all experimented any with nitro?
My favorite was on nitro here.
What?
Which one?
Tasty AF.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's actually the
man.
hardest one because people come in just for that beer too. It's a good beer, chocolate, peanut butter, super silky. But when it comes to our nitro taps, I really try to keep it interesting. So it's not just been all stouts the entire time. We've done a few cream ales, some red ales.
Raspberry AF was on it.
Oh, that was probably
I
the
think
best.
I tried that.
was
That
good.
was
Yeah.
the raspberry bounce, actually. So that was
Yes.
raspberry AF, aged in whistle pig barrels, and then nitrogenated.
Oh,
I
man.
think I want to say I had that.
I'm going to need another moment.
We've only scratched the surface. Like, we're talking about St. Arnold's almost 25. They're about to hit 25 years. and we've only scratched the surface on what beer can be and like the approach to it. We talk about nitro and smoked and the different hopping and all the, there's a 200 hop varieties that you can use in different ways, and I feel like we were just randling. It was Dogfish Head that had Randall the Enamel Animal a few years back, and that was like the beginning of what can we do? Like, we have the beer, now let's do something crazy with it. Do people even Randall anymore? I feel like everybody moved on to something else.
Randall?
I think it's still out there. I just don't hear about it quite as much.
Yeah.
But can we pick it up again?
I don't know, because you can Randall with anything.
Everything,
Like,
yeah.
it was hops at first, but then, because if you go back and watch Beer Wars, which is like 15 years old now or something like that.
Easily, yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's a completely different world, but he was talking about, Sam's voice. Yeah, you put it there. I can't do it. I do have to listen to it again. But anyway, he's like, it feels like you're pulling the enamel off of your teeth is why they gave it to him. And now it's just kind of quaint. It's a quaint thought. But you can, like hot peppers or fruit or coffee.
Watermelon, pineapple. Yeah. A mix.
Yeah.
Little sangria fruit mix in there, poured over with some beer filtering through.
And then, like sorry, y'all are talking business again. I'm going to turn them down. They're over there. Just give me the high sign when you're about to. They're strategizing about, I think, either their next beer or something computer related. I don't know. It's all very technical, Mary. I don't fully understand what I even set up. I don't know.
It's impressive. The setup is impressive.
It's not. There's a lot of wires.
There's a lot of wires.
But when you get down to it, we only need this thing. Everything else is just for show. Everything else is just like to make it. It's that like on The Meaning of Life. It's that machine that goes bing. We have all that. Is everything good?
Yeah.
You've never had a Randall beer, huh?
No, I haven't.
You know what a Randall is? So they put it on the tap, and so it feels like you have it's like almost like a French press, right? Kind of, sort of similar effect, but it's like this canister full of. You can put hops, or you can put fruit, or coffee. People do coffee beans, right? And so the beer comes in, and it soaks through the canister full of whatever, whether it's coffee or hops or whatever,
cool.
and then it comes out freshly, and it's like the beer strips out, whatever the hop flavor or the coffee oils or whatever.
I've never seen that.
Really?
Oh.
So you're pushing the beer through these extra ingredients.
Yeah, it's like a Brita filter, but with instead of charcoal and sand, it's coffee beans.
So you could have a super duper hoppy beer.
Yes, but you're not going to get the bittering because, right? Obviously, you have to isomerize. You know, Mr. Homebrewer, right? Isomerize.
I didn't know that expression, but yeah.
Once John gets on here, he'll explain some of the technical stuff. But anyway, you have to. The boiling process is what releases the bittering.
Yeah.
So it's all flavor and aroma. Yeah.
Could you put hot tamales in it?
I mean, it might be a little messy, but I mean, who doesn't like getting messy every once in a while? Would you go chicken or pork?
Pork?
I would go pork, personally.
I don't know. That drum leg is awesome. Got a handle and everything.
Crawfish. Who did the crawfish stout? Texas Beer Refinery. That's who it was.
I didn't even hear about that.
Oyster.
Well, oyster stout is a thing. It's been around, but Texas
they
Beer Refinery did a play on that, and they did crawfish.
Yeah, I seem to remember something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. You could Randall a beer. I wouldn't Randall it through crawfish.
So is there a peak where we're like, hey, like I know we can, but should we? Like, what is that ingredient? We're like, okay, have we gone too far?
This was one of those.
Maybe crack.
But I mean,
That's extreme. But
you can drink more, probably. I mean, I've never tested it, but I assume that you have a little more energy to keep drinking. Is that?
That's true, but I mean, you could do it, but I wouldn't think you'd really want to do crack.
But what's the flavor of crack? What flavor elements does it?
I'm glad we're all looking around at each other.
Yeah, I think we're all lost for words on that one.
I don't know.
But like, can we do crickets? You know?
You can toast up crickets or deep fry them or whatever.
We got some crickets in the back right now that we snack on. But like, would you brew beer with it?
I think you could. Look, we were at Ingenious a couple weeks ago, or a week ago, however long. I guess it's just a week ago. And if they've taught us anything, like there's very few things that you can't at least try. Is it going to be as good as it could be if you tried something else or whatever? I guess up to the individual, but is there? I don't know.
What is their most extreme thing they've tried?
Oh, I know the most extreme thing.
What?
I don't know if it's appropriate to say.
Oh.
The one from Poland.
Is that the one
That
where
wasn't
they
them.
use bodily bacteria?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
That one's pretty.
the vagina
interesting.
beer.
Yes, the vagina
That's
beer.
not, but that's not ingenious. You're talking
No.
about just anybody in general.
Anybody in general.
Well,
It's
I was
like-
asking about Ingenious, but
Oh.
now I'm curious.
Oh.
Okay, well, you remember
I missed that.
Rogue Brewer, their head brewer, they got yeast from his beard.
Ah, yes.
You remember that? The
Mhm.
beard beer? What? I mean, he's in a brewery all day, so it's probably just the same yeast.
Yeah.
I would imagine. Just that beards they look great for some people, but I'll try. But they catch everything. Like a fried egg. There's probably fried eggs in here from like 4 weeks ago. It's like you can't. A runny egg, it's the most amazing thing, but it's a nightmare to get out of a beard. Just go with it. But I imagine they hang on to all kinds of. But if you're in a brewery and you're cracking, big vials of yeast, big jugs, because they're doing like 100-barrel, however big. Rogue's huge, right?
Yeah.
They're probably getting some splash up. That was probably just more brewer's yeast in there.
So how many days did he go without washing his beard to get a good supply of yeast?
Good question.
Yeah.
Do you really want to know?
People
The
do.
answer.
You couldn't.
No.
You wouldn't want to oil your beard. Maybe that's probably the main thing. Because I oil, or not oil, but I use a little balm, a little minty fresh right out of the shower. Give it a nice, so I can run my comb through it. So it's not too squirrely and look like a squirrel nest. But my wife likes to menthol. She likes it. She's like nuzzle up. It's a little nuzzle. Ooh, you smell good. Yes.
Happy wife.
Yeah.
Happy life.
Well, yeah. As long as you smell good.
Yeah.
Come in from mowing the yard. It's not the same. There's fresh cut grass all in there. It's not the same. But I don't know. I would imagine you definitely wouldn't want to do beard oil.
Wouldn't that help the yeast adhere to it better? Gather?
I don't know. Well, how does oil and yeast, like I would imagine, maybe it'll suffocate the yeast though,
Oh,
or something.
maybe so.
Did anybody try the beard beer?
Somebody, I never got to, but I would have if I'd seen it. I don't think they distributed it too far. I don't know though. I don't remember. Rogue's been around for
You've had some of my home brews.
in the one you stuck your arm in.
Yeah.
And
You
it
had
turned
my
out-
arm beer.
Yeah, your arm beer. It was and it tasted really good.
Which
Yeah.
one was that?
It was the blueberry, like blueberry wheat or something.
No, it was the.
I thought it was the blueberry wheat.
Was it my brown? I think it may have been the brown ale.
No, it was the blueberry wheat.
Oh,
I could
maybe.
have sworn. 'Cause I was like, there's a little tartness to this because you had whatever on your arm,
Yeah.
a little bacteria.
I had. So, as I was fermenting, I'm using the buckets. So I do like 5-gallon batches, and as I was putting in the airlock, the gasket that goes around the
It's
airlock.
like batch number 2, right?
Yeah,
Or 3.
it fell through the hole. It like came out, fell, and I was trying to fish it out with the spoon. And I'm like, I can't get this. So I scrubbed my arm all the way up. Then I got sanitizer and I squirted all over my arm, and reached in there and grabbed it.
So, how did the beer taste? That's the important
It
question.
tasted fine.
It's good.
You had to pull
Yeah,
the hair out of
it's
your teeth, between your teeth there, Ace.
Oh, it wasn't that bad.
No, it tasted fine.
Yeah.
That's one of those things, like, if you'd do you have any of those left? You don't have any of those left, do you?
No.
If you'd left one, maybe then you would have seen something grow up.
Yeah.
Preston's probably like, no, that's not how it goes.
Yeah.
But we'll be at Preston's in a couple of weeks.
Yes.
Because we brewed a single hop, a Motueka beer, a Motueka hopped smash beer.
I got to see it
You
yesterday.
Did you? How did it look?
It looked good.
Yeah,
It
it's
looked
in the
good.
bottles
It's
already.
In the bottle, yeah.
So
About a week or so it'll be ready.
yeah, we'll crack it open in 2 weeks, and then we'll brew another. What hop? Ooh, let's take a round. I can't say round table because this Texas-shaped table is not round, but Mary down there in Mexico where you sit, just across the Rio Grande.
Yeah, she's,
Down below Big Bend.
Yeah.
she's,
Do you have?
she's between Laredo and Juarez right now.
Yeah. Be careful. I hear it's. I hear it's a little crazy. It can get a little nutty down there. But do you have a favorite hop, or would you like to see us use a hop?
I'm still exploring hops. There's most hops I truly like. I don't think there's one that I dislike. The ones that stick out the most and the easiest to, like, I know what that is the Simcoe and the Mosaic. Those are very distinct. But the others, I'm still learning about them.
Okay. Maybe we'll go with one of those, Simcoe or Mosaic. Kind of set so let's go Simcoe. Let's see if we'll have to run it by Preston because obviously he's the one. But Simcoe, Preston, if Preston's watched Simcoe,
Denali.
Is that what he said?
No, somebody else jumped on and said Denali.
We'll get there. We'll get to all of them.
Those are the fancy ones.
Yeah. Perry, do you have a favorite? Can you name a hop?
Favorite?
Can you name a hop? Any hop?
No.
Jake, can you name a hop?
I wish I could see more mandarina hops used, but I find it maybe a little bit more subtle than a lot of people are looking for. But Mosaic is such an easy. Mosaic and Citra are honestly easy ones to go to that are popularly liked, but also it's nice. You know,
it's
you're sitting close to a hop right now, Amarillo.
I was like, I don't see any hops around here.
I wonder, was it named? It wasn't named after. They don't grow hops in Amarillo.
Probably not. No.
Not.
Yellow.
Huh?
No.
Amarillo is what Spanish for yellow.
Oh, maybe that's where they got it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just
So,
pulling it out of the hat.
No, that sounds right.
according to Preston, the Denali hop is cat pee, and he has some in his store.
Oh. We'll go with, what do we say, Simcoe?
Yeah.
What about Simcoe? Does Simcoe have any kind of urine content, urine flavor profile?
Yeah.
I dry hopped a cider with Citra, a cherry cider with Citra.
Yeah.
It was really good.
That sounds really good.
Yeah, it was good.
I'm wrong. Simcoe is cat pee.
Oh, no, we're going with Simcoe.
Simcoe is cat pee. Denali is not cat pee. Sorry, Preston.
I think Mosaic has some of those cat pea characteristics too, don't
Yeah,
they?
and it's an age thing too.
Yeah.
Fresh, it's like super citrusy, and then you age it a bit. Yeah. We have a cat that lives on our front porch. We feed him. I don't know why. He's not like a likable cat. He just kind of looks at us sideways, like, where's my food? And then when you bring it to him, he walks away. Set it down. He'll just look at you. Set it down. And you look at him a little more, he'll run away. And then you set it down, and then he just eats the food, and he never gets close. He never says, hey. Never looks at you like he likes you. You can see the disdain in his. Yeah, he's kind of.
But you know why he's living there.
Well, because we keep feeding him like a bunch of idiots. Just a bunch of chumps. That's what we're doing. I don't know. But anyway, I like having him out there, though. When I come home at night, I'm like, hey, buddy. I'm such a chump. When it got cold, I put the heating pad underneath it, like a little bed for him and everything.
You are a good dude.
Yeah, he loved it. And it's like he's not even likable at all.
Why don't you bring him inside?
No. Oh God. My dogs. I couldn't even take my dog on a walk though. We got him out of a ditch. His name was Daryl. They called him Daryl the Ditch Dog. Yeah. We changed his name to Bosco, but he's still got that in him, right? You can't get one. You can take the dog out of the ditch, but you can't take the ditch out of the dog.
Now, like one of the first times I went over to your house, he got out and he kept running, and he didn't stop.
And that's when I realized how out of shape I was too. Like we had to go after him. It was just
if you remember, I jumped in my car.
Yeah, and he jumped in, and he finally jumped in, right?
Yeah, I jumped in and cut him off.
Yeah,
and brought him back, but he started running. He just didn't stop.
He's super lovable. I love that. I love him, but he's a son of a bitch. My dog is
literally.
Yes, I love him to death.
Every time I go over, I have to give those dogs like the first 2 minutes of my time.
Mm-hmm. They're needy
because I get there and they just jump all over me, and if I don't pet them for 2 minutes straight, they'll bug me the whole time.
Yeah, but it's you need that though. Dog fuzzy time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's all right.
I was spooning with Bosco this morning.
Oh boy.
Yeah, imagine that.
No, I don't want to.
I think you've gone really weird places today, Josh.
Oh, we're just getting started because what time is it? It's only
it's
only 1:30. We got an hour and a half till first pitch. Again, we're here because today's opening day. Your Astros playing the Tampa Bay Rays. Starters today: Justin Verlander versus who did we say for Tampa Bay? Let's get deep on some baseball. Anybody want to get deep on some baseball?
How deep?
I mean, how deep can you go?
3 strikes and you're out is about the best I got on this.
Still true this year. Mary, what's your favorite baseball fact?
Minute Maid Park is Houston downtown city proper?
Yes, and you can see it from St. Arnold.
You can.
From their beer garden.
Yes.
Minute Maid Park used to be Enron Field.
It did.
That's true.
Yeah.
Enron Field no longer with us.
Yeah.
It's like one of those brew pubs from the 90s.
Yeah.
Although they didn't get rated by the SEC and the FBI and all that stuff. Have you ever seen that? What is it? The Smartest Guy in the Room? The documentary?
Yep.
That's worth watching.
Fascinating
Yes.
movie. Fascinating.
What documentary did I see the other day that was so good? Well, I heard myself again.
Yeah.
It's a little. It just shakes me out of my concentration. Like, oh, who's that? Oh, that's me. Hey, there's Tori. Hey, Tori, you didn't tell me Tori was watching. She said she couldn't make it, but
Yeah, she lives.
she made it on the screen.
She lives close.
Okay. Hey, Matt. Who else? You got any other Denali hops? Matt's. Oh,
You're behind.
I'm way behind. I'm just looking at what's on the screen.
I know.
But we'll have the game on the screen today. All the game,
Yes, we will.
every pitch, all 147 pitches. That's my, that's my claim. That's my prediction today. 147.
Apiece?
No, from
Combined?
Astros pitchers. 147.
Oh, right.
I think JV is going to pitch a 7-inning gem of a game, and then our bullpen will come in and mop it up.
Okay. What's the score?
2-1.
2-1.
2-1. Your Houston Astros.
Huh. Okay.
2-1.
Okay. All right. Are they going to score the run on Justin?
Yeah,
Or-
he'll give away like a single shot. Somebody will get a hold of one. It's opening day, and that, or you know what it could be.
They're also playing indoors.
Tropicana Field is notoriously hard to see those fly balls. And if something hits off of the they've got like 3 catwalks there. They have a roof, and it's an old stadium, and you can't really see the way the ball goes. So, yeah, I'm going to say something squirrely on one of those.
Beautiful day out today, and they have to play indoors.
I know, right? Well, we don't know what the weather's like in Tampa.
Should be beautiful, aren't
Well,
they? In like
Yeah.
Sun Central.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Way to go.
Well,
Rays.
if it was here, they could be playing in beautiful weather.
Oh,
the
beautiful.
roof would be open for sure. It is a beautiful day.
It
Look
is.
at that.
We need to open the back door too.
Yeah.
We had a wind tunnel coming in here, so we had to kind of shut it down.
It looks a little breezy still, but I think nothing we can't handle. We got the big weights on the bottom of most of these. Everything's clamped
go.
down.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever y'all want to do.
Did anybody think it was weird when they changed the name to the stadium from not the change from Enron to whatever, but Minute Maid? I thought that was the oddest name for a stadium.
Well,
Yeah, why they didn't just go with like Coca-Cola or something?
I don't know. It just struck me odd. It took me a while to get used to Minute Maid.
Well, lemonade and baseball. I mean, come on. Is there anything more American than lemonade and baseball in Texas?
Orange juice, when
Beer?
they make an apple pie.
Yeah, but I mean, would you really want to go to the Bud Light Stadium?
no.
No.
No, they have there's a couple St. Arnold booths in the
Yeah,
stadium.
sure is.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
in
The big
Eureka,
bar.
Eureka Heights is available there too.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh,
and
so
I think I'm
somebody
Eighth
could get-
Wonder as well.
Somebody could get their Buckle Bunny there.
I think that is available on the third terrace in
Back in the corner.
out in left field.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. You can find it though.
Yeah.
If I've always thought about this, and I don't know what the legality is, and I've thrown it out on social media. Nobody's ever really given time. But if I own the Astros, you know what I'd do? I'd open a brewery in the stadium.
Is that legal?
I don't know. I don't know, but I feel like Jim Crane has enough money where he could probably everything in Texas is all based on how much.
Twist the legislations
Yeah,
on
it's
and
like,
make it
hey,
happen.
I don't think we can do that. I think we can do that. That's why the brewery sells to go is actually anybody's fighting it. It makes no common sense that you
Right.
can't that every other state does it. Oh, we can't do that here. Yeah, because you just got a dump truck of cash dumped in your front office. That's the only reason. That's it. That's it. It's so
Sad.
Yeah, it is
Sad.
sad. Whatever.
So Preston said Minute Maid paid the most money.
Well, obviously, but
That's why they-
still, the name didn't speak to me.
Yeah.
Speak
Well,
Juice
anti.
box.
I know Coke owns Minute Maid, right?
Do they?
Coca-Cola.
I think
Okay.
so, but they own everybody.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, that goes with the Jarritos, the Dasani water.
It's Coke,
Sprite.
Disney, and Amazon.
Amazon, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's it. There's like 2 other companies.
Tillman Fertitta, doesn't he own a lot too?
Yeah, he's the Rockets owner now, and he owns the casinos and what are the restaurants? The Landry's.
Landry's.
All the Landry's.
That's just a start. Yeah.
Kima, like the whole Kima boardwalk, isn't that him?
Yep.
Yeah, everything. He seems like a pretty cool guy though.
Get Golden Nugget,
Yeah, he seems cool.
Vegas.
If he wants to,
Yeah.
buy a streaming show.
Yeah.
Are we getting a hockey team or not?
I think eventually, I think we had looked at the Coyotes like in Arizona. They were so bad, but now this year they're almost in the playoffs. They were the one that were going to move because They're really I don't know why I know this because I wanted an NHL team, so I've been keeping up with that. But they've been looking to they want a new stadium, but the people in Arizona, maybe when we play Arizona, we'll do another show here and we'll get an Arizona brewery on. We can get to the bottom of all this. That's actually not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea at all.
Yeah. Next time, early games. How many early games do we have on Thursdays? I think I looked through. I think we got like 2 more. Can we come back?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I think there's 2 more this season because they do these what they call them businessman specials. This one is not. This is just opening day, but like the noon games, those are great.
Yes.
I loved going to those.
Maybe we can put hot dogs and nachos on the menu. Hot dogs and nachos on the menu.
For the early baseball days. And Cracker Jacks or some sort of camera popcorn or something.
Yeah. Run that past Ernesto and see what he says.
Only if he walks around and yells at people, "Hey, get your hot dogs here!" and throws them at people. That's
there
what
you
we
go.
need.
Everybody loves
With
a
or
good
without the
wiener
bun.
throwing.
Yeah. Oh. Got aggressive real fast, Mary.
Want some nuts and wieners? Just throw them across the
No,
room.
I think he got more
All right?
aggressive than I did.
We hadn't had enough beer yet.
I don't know. It started to sound like a great idea, though. We got to figure out when the next one is. What was I talking about? Oh, hockey.
Hey, look who's
Hockey.
Look who's walking in.
Thank you, gentlemen. I'm gonna.
Hey, Mark. This is a party.
I haven't seen Mark in. Oh, wow.
Listen, this opening day brings everybody out because everybody wants to get out in the sun, have delicious food, drink some great beer.
Yeah.
We need to look at the schedule. Hey, Perry, do you have your phone on you?
Yep.
Look at the Astros schedule, and if you go, just look at Thursdays and see if there's any other early games. I think there's 2 more. I think there's one in May or June, perhaps. I don't know. I don't know who if it's Arizona, we'll ask them about those Coyotes because I had heard that was an option to come here because they wanted a new stadium.
BRB.
Again? No. You just gotta go give people hugs. He's just a super cordial guy.
Yes, he is.
You should put him he's like your Walmart greeter.
Hey, that sounds like a fabulous idea.
You just give him a blue vest.
And what did you want to know?
Early Astros games on Thursdays. If there's any noon games, just scroll through the schedule month to month. If you see any, you pull up Astros schedule, and we can go ahead and plan it the next time we're here. I feel like we could do our own commentary. Yeah. Kevin said it's all about the dollars. True, it is all about the dollars. Just like Texas legislator.
Yeah.
Legislature. Legislator. Legislator is a person, right? Anyway, I don't know. Mary, what? Let me ask you about this 30-day thing. Is this just like an exercise in self-discipline?
I guess I need goals.
Okay.
So my next goal, foolishly, was I signed up for another Tough Mudder in College Station. Yeah, I'm not ready. So
You signed up for a what?
When is that? When would
Tough
that?
Mudder.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be number 4, which. Okay. Anyway, I'm nowhere near ready. So the gym is doing a 30-day challenge, and basically it's up to you what your 4 criteria are. One of them is increasing your water. Well, I say 2 of them are up to what you want to do with it, but they all revolve around increasing your water, making sure you get good sleep, your food intake is correct and properly, and you exercise. And so I had to come up with something really creative because beer is the world over here. So kicking alcohol out is not an option.
Yeah.
I've tried. It doesn't work. I can go a day, maybe. And it's, we have all the reps coming in and people come in and chatting, and, so I gave myself a little wiggle room on that. So basically no beer, no alcohol unless there's a rep here and we're sampling for a particular reason.
Yeah.
So just keep it small, which is reasonable.
Yeah. No, we were talking to Justin at Ingenious. I don't know if you knew this or not, but he's a urologist.
I've heard that, yeah.
He did surgery the morning before and then came in and did the podcast.
Oh, fun.
And so we were talking about the healthfulness of beer, and I think we're going to do he's talk to some other really smart, doctory type people, and maybe do a beer health roundtable episode.
Yeah,
maybe.
it should be a Q&A.
Yeah, something like yes. We'll have to set it up, but
That'd be fabulous.
Yeah, there's a way to go about beer and it be a healthy part of. You can overdo anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can even drink too much water. Tough, but you can do it.
Yep.
But I think it's healthy to step away every once in a while, and one, it makes. I think there's almost a spiritual side of it to where it's you appreciate it more when you come back to it, what it is, and I don't know. You get a bit used to just having it around all the time. Maybe so I guess here, it's like this magic wonderland where the beer flows like beer.
Oh, we started the morning start trying beers and Girl Scout cookies. So it's all times of the day. It's not necessarily limited to the late afternoon or evening. So I think the biggest challenge for me is just sitting around social drinking. That's when the glass tilts a little faster.
Well, yeah, if you're around people you like, you know, you're laughing.
Drink beer like water.
Yeah, that is mostly water.
Yeah.
When you go to College Station, do you like cheesesteaks? Blake Steaks.
Blake Steaks.
Have you been there yet?
Nope.
They're doing it right.
Really? Okay. Yeah. I have very little experience with College Station.
That should be your first stop.
Blake Steaks.
Blake Steaks.
Okay, I'll go Friday night. That's where we'll do the carb and protein.
Yeah. Even if you just ate the steak and didn't eat but their rolls are so that's like Blake. So Blake went to you remember Dean that used to be with New Republic? Anyway.
Yes. No. Yes.
Maybe. Well, either way.
Yeah.
We'll just go with it. Dean, they're partners. So Dean's kind of doing the beer side, and Blake he went to Philly for a while and trained, went through cheesesteak boot camp. And it's
the real deal then.
It's the real deal.
Okay.
And they've got these cheesesteak egg rolls. And now they've got a bagel shop up there. They do their own bagels.
Nice.
College Station, yeah, people sleep on College Station a little bit. But they shouldn't. I mean, when you get up there, it's not that far. Especially from my house. It's pretty close.
Slightly more than an hour, if that. I mean, from your house, you're probably closer, but from here, it's about that.
Yeah, I can get, there's parts of the Houston area, you can get to College Station faster than you can get to Galveston. And Galveston's just right here. So, anyway, it's worth the drive.
Excellent.
Even wading through all those Aggies. All those people, full-blown Aggies, just wading through. You can just, it's worth it.
Go during the summertime when there's less of them.
Perhaps, yeah. But, yeah, it's, so that's right before you do your Tough Mudder cheesesteak.
That sounds like a fabulous idea.
You got a carbo load. Maybe after.
Yeah.
Either way.
I think the group I'm going with, the gym, they have about 20 to 25 people involved in their group, and their thing is they go binge drinking right afterwards.
You gotta replenish those.
Those carbs.
What's your training protocol? Are you doing a lot of sprints? Are you doing any weights? What are you doing?
Mostly just boot camp. So that was what I had to add to my full body weights and everything. What I had to add to my regimen is the running. The part I don't like the most.
Yeah. Well, my whole thing is God gave us cars. If he had wanted us to run, would he have ever given us cars? And now here we are, Kennedy. Where's everybody going?
I don't know.
Where's up and leaving?
Who's leaving?
I don't know. Perry left.
Well,
Jake left.
The bathroom? Is anybody in the bathroom?
Well, we got other people that are raring to jump on.
Yeah.
Oh, do we? Well, bring them on. Who are we waiting on?
John.
Oh, John can come on anytime.
There you go. Shall I give up
my
my
I
mic?
see his glasses are empty.
You don't have to give up your mic. We got room.
Yeah,
You sure?
we set
we
up
got room
all
for
the
both
mics,
of you.
Mayor.
Yeah.
We set them all up.
Yeah, we got room for both.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Hold on. Let me go.
totally up to you. Whatever you need and want to do.
Something to eat?
I'll wait till after I quit talking. I can't wait. But smacking into the mic. I don't know how many people are listening or watching.
Well, can I bring up a couple things that I think would be really important to know?
Yeah.
We were talking about pink boots earlier. The pink boots ladies. Hi, I'm Mary.
Oh yeah, Hey everybody.
So we did a pink boots brew.
Yeah,
And
at Eureka Heights, right?
Yeah, Eureka Heights, and Eureka is doing. I just had it up here. The Eureka is doing a release of that beer next Friday night. And the name of the beer is called Brutal Women IPA.
Yeah.
It's a Brute Buckle Bunny. It's really going to be a good beer. I'm looking forward to trying this. So anyways, we're releasing that, or they are releasing that beer at Eureka at 5 o'clock next week, and the funds raised from that go back to Pink Boots Society. So
cool.
Super excited about that.
Hey man, welcome to Liquid Lunch. Oh, you got to plug you in. Here, is there a place to plug him in? Find a headphone jack that's not being utilized. Maybe the second silver one, the one in the middle. I think that's Perry's. Perry's off eating truffle fries somewhere. Or whatever. Either way, something long. Do it. It'll work. All right. Eh?
How's that?
Sounding juicy.
Can you hear? I can.
What? Wait. What mic are you on? We might have to.
Not sure.
I don't know. Try it again.
Hello.
Here, maybe. Here.
Mic's not working.
I don't know. No, it's not. Here.
Hold on.
Here, just give him this one. This is why we had this one. Just hold that one. I know that one works. That was the one Jake was just on.
All right.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can sling that. Yeah. There we go. I don't know what's up with that one. What happened there? Okay. Good?
Yeah, well, good. Hey,
Yay!
Hey, Mary.
Hi.
I've met Mary's whole family except for Mary. So
Yeah.
I've been by a few times and had them out the other night. So it's good to finally put a name with a face.
Well, let's
Yeah, so sorry I missed it.
That's all right.
let's get to know each other. Any questions you have from Mary?
Yeah,
Her
Thistle. Funny enough, I don't know if Mary, we literally almost moved, or we almost were in a building at the end of that road right across the street.
Nice.
So,
That would have been fun.
Yeah, no. So that was right about the time you guys were opening too. So we like the spot. We come in. I'm going to grab a crowler to go to watch the Astros game this afternoon. Just had
Fabulous.
some awesome food for anybody who hasn't been here. The grilled cheese sandwich. It was off the hook.
Did you get the little cup of like tomato soup?
I
with
did.
It? Oh,
I
that's
did.
that's like a hug on the from the inside out.
It is. It is. It was awesome. This place is fucking badass.
Thank you.
Yes.
Pardon my language.
That's
no,
all right.
Yeah,
No,
let it
no,
flow.
no.
We're
Are
on
we-
the
It's
internet.
okay.
John O'Hara, everybody from Fortress Beer Works, just down the street.
Yeah.
Orientate myself. I'm sorry, I'm out here in West Texas. I can't remember where I'm at. Latest episode of Interbrews now available. If you
Now
don't
available.
subscribe today. The video should be posted soon. I had to delete some stuff off my computer because my computer is almost as old as Kennedy. It's that old. It still has this thing over here. That's for CDs. That's how old my computer is. Everything's running off of the oldest computer ever. So Kennedy was there, not normally at Interbrews recordings, but he made a point.
Guest appearance.
Well,
be there
you
yesterday.
know, it's a mile and a half from my house.
Yeah.
I was off that day.
Well, let's talk.
It didn't inconvenience me too much.
Let's talk about Fortress Beer Works real quick.
All right.
My initial, one, tons of space.
Yep.
Tap room is fantastic. The IPA, so good.
Yeah, thanks.
Really, really enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
shout out to Dion. That was
Yeah.
our head brewer and co-owner. He's good. So
That one-
I'm excited about
that-
what the future holds.
That was super tasty, super drinkable. The wit was really good. I did try, when you said we could sample after you hit the jet up,
You guys stayed till midnight.
you're
let
you're out
yourselves
of well, I don't know if it was just shut off, but the nitro tap with your dry Irish stout.
Yeah, we
It's out.
We
It's
finished
out.
that. Yeah.
But I think it was a fresh keg when I left.
It may have been. We tried to finish the IPA.
It was,
Yeah.
but yeah, that was really that's a needed thing in this in the Houston beer scene is like a low
Yeah,
ABV,
low ABV.
4.5-ish, right? It was super tasty too.
Yeah,
So
thanks, man. Appreciate it.
you know, when I was doing the post, I didn't even ask you your last name until after
You got the
yesterday.
text. Yeah.
I'm like, well, these guys are all Irish, right?
A couple are Newfoundlanders, which basically makes you
Yeah, it's the
Irish.
same thing, right?
Yeah, that was actually funny. Funny story. I was sick last Monday, or kind of over the weekend, so I had to kind of call into my day job sick. The day after a Sunday St. Patrick's Day with the last name O'Hara, so it was like
You have a duty.
okay, zero chance anybody believes that I'm actually sick. They're like, oh, yeah, this guy's just hungover or whatever. He's not coming in. Right? Yeah. So yeah, there's quite a bit of Irish influence, I think, in the group over there for sure.
Yeah, no, but that dry Irish stout, or I guess it's an Irish. Right?
It is.
Technically
Yeah, I would
speaking.
definitely call it an Irish stout.
Yeah, just pursue. It's just that it's that flavorful beer. Like I don't know, it works.
I think the nitro really is kind of key on a lot of things, right? You throw it on nitro, and it's definitely adds a little flair to it.
No, it's super tasty. So, and Mary, I don't know, have you had a chance to go down to the
I have
brewery?
not. No,
Oh,
not yet.
so we're building bridges here. They got the big open area for
Yeah.
the kids just to frolic and run and be free, or the dogs or whatever. And then the dirt hill, they have a dirt hill. If if you're get training for a tough
Yeah, I
mudder,
should go do that.
bring your
Yeah.
own water.
Go for lunch.
Get your
That's
own.
what I do.
Get your own mud.
The kids love it, so we have a scheme to pull out a bunch of plastic shovels, and we think they'll just spread the dirt pile out, so it'll sort itself out.
But it's now you're a week old.
We are a week
So you're a
old.
veteran in the craft beer industry.
Totally. And we got this stuff licked, right? We're it's old hat.
What advice do you have for those new breweries getting ready?
New breweries advice. Hands down, everybody kind of asks, like, what's been the hardest thing and all that is like decision making with multiple people, right? I think is definitely the toughest.
That's
thing.
anything, right?
Believe it or not, I feel like the government piece wasn't as bad as I expected. The regulatory TABC. The hardest stuff is just the coordination piece, from what I can see, right? Is trying to keep everything moving in the same direction.
Yeah, when you have multiple people with multiple visions of how it's tough to put it all together in a way that, because I imagine everybody's passionate about what they're doing.
Oh yeah,
you're not in it. You don't open something like a brewery or a place like Thistle or something with a shoulder shrug. Yeah, it's everything. It's all the heart and every bit of brain capacity, because there's so many things to it. I don't know how y'all do it. I'm literally in awe of both of y'all. When you think about every element that it takes to open what y'all have done, like the business side, the artistic side, the mechanical side, the engineering side, and then the legal side. Oh, Perry, all right there?
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah.
My bad.
Neither Mary or I fell out. So just to let everybody know, we did not fall.
They didn't realize.
It's on the other side.
No, you guys are on camera. Everyone will see if you fell.
East Texas.
Yeah, I think that's kind of where you're going. Like, I think maybe that's where the group decision making is tough, but you kind of get to balance skill sets.
Yeah.
So the brewer is very engineer. I'm very not engineer. So so there's a lot of pluses and minuses, and our group's relatively balanced. Mary will probably tell you, I think some of the family, they probably all have different strengths, right? That kind of everybody has their own skill set to leverage.
It's a little bit of a challenge. So it's primarily me making those decisions and everybody else saying, yes, Mom, you did it right. And it's not quite that bad. But Jake does the beer buying, and he's the GM, and so he has his finger on the pulse. John does all of my handyman stuff, and the backside, he watches the nitrogen and carbon dioxide that CO2 thing, and just looks at the overall care of the building. But we're talking about this question you asked John just a minute ago. I had a question posed to me similarly yesterday that was, what was the biggest surprise coming into this? And I was thinking, and my answer was, build it and they will come. Well, that's not how it works.
Yeah.
You can't just build it and expect everybody to know that you're here. So the marketing piece of it is so valuable. You have to stay on it, time and again and over, and just you can't let that one go.
Like almost to the point where you're sick of hearing your own voice.
Yes.
Like yeah.
That's
probably where I dropped the ball the most on this show. Nobody wants to hear. Yeah, they just I'm on the I'm talking for hours. It's fine, but no, you just have to. There's so many people that have never heard of it, and it's like, oh, well, you need to hear about it because we're talking to the best people, right, Kennedy?
I like how you took. I like how you brought my mic down.
We all were talking.
Yes, there's a lot of promotion that goes along.
Kennedy does a hell of a job. Mm-hmm. I've had enough beer to admit that Kennedy does a great job on this show, and I can't I talk about interbrews where John, you're on 199. We're at the precipice of 200, which is crazy when you think about a podcast. But for Liquid Lunch, we're at 130. 2, 3, whatever it is, we're on
130s.
We're in the 130s.
130s, yes.
That's
three
years. Impressive, by the way.
That's
3 years in June.
That doesn't happen with most. 80% of podcasts are done after 10 episodes because it's freaking hard to get people together and go do something and show up every time. And we've been doing it, and Kennedy's been there every time, and he works so hard on this stuff, and he hits the buttons, and he's just. I don't know, and we get to
clearly the massive paycheck he
gets.
Yes,
it's clearly. Listen, we're playing the long game here.
The
long game.
The long game.
Eventually, this is where I mentioned the Interbrews Patreon page. If you want to help support it, you go to patreon.com/interbrews or interbrews.com/patreon. However you feel led.
My goal is to not say anything that gets you banned from Patreon during this podcast. Because it happens, apparently.
It does happen, but I don't know that.
Well,
we typically don't
get that loose.
I mean, technically,
there's been very little nudity, almost no violence, almost none. I'm
sorry, real quickly.
Do you have to go again?
No. What's your last name again?
O'Hara.
O'Hara. When I say O'Hara, when I saw it, I was thinking of. I was thinking of what was the motorcycle show on FX? Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
With the way Jax would have said O'Hara. It's John O'Hara. I don't know why it popped into my mouth or into my brain like that, but it.
We're about to put your name on the screen. So
Oh,
I wanted
yeah,
to make sure we got
Capital
it right.
O, capital H,
Yeah.
throw in that apostrophe. That's
That apostrophe is the bane of my existence
Is
when
it?
it comes
I feel
to
like it's kind of a-
email and all those
that's
things.
kind of a
right?
power
It's,
move.
It is a power move until you have to deal with email,
Okay.
and it's in an email.
a
so it's
blessing
extra
and a
tough.
curse.
It is a blessing and a curse.
Mary's drinking water. We were talking earlier about her, but
Or vodka.
it could be
Oh,
just
we do have that here too.
the last time we were at Southern Yankee. You guys, we Skyped y'all in. Wait, we were. Oh no.
No.
We had
We had
Sydney on
on.
via Skype, and you guys showed up at Southern Yankee.
We did.
And it was the Brooklyn rep. Her name is. I can see her face.
Wasn't she just in here today?
Was she? No.
Ebony.
Ebony, yes. And they were talking about a non-alcoholic beer that Brooklyn
Yeah,
has.
they were. Yeah.
It's in Finland now. Like something. I don't think it's Finland. Could be Sweden or somewhere else. They're all whatever. It's fine. They're all the same. From here, it's like you over there. But I think it's Finland, where it's like something like 40% or 30% of their beer sales are non-alcoholic beer.
Really?
Yeah, it's like really like the only like the non like the weird like I don't know if it's like the salted fish or something. I don't know. Like the lack of daylight hours. I don't know. But Brooklyn released their non-alcoholic beer there, and apparently they're supposed to release it here soonish. But apparently it's like a craft approach to non-alcoholic beer, which I applaud. I'll try it.
There's got to be a market for it. You can probably
Yeah.
answer that, huh, Mary? What's the hot non-alcoholic beer right now?
You know, there's not a whole lot of them. We actually have one, gosh, I have to pull the bottle, but there's a company in Belgium that's making a non-alcoholic beer, and they've got 3 different styles, and all 3 of them are really good, and
Yeah?
it's hard to tell that they're non-alcoholic beers.
I think there's
No, you know what? I'm sorry. We'll scratch that. We'll let Jake take care of that one. Because these ones are actually gluten-free beers. I got that mixed up. But they're really nice.
You can get drunk on gluten.
On the top 5 requests on social media, like in our week of existence, I think. Do you have gluten-free beers? Hits like number 5.
Really?
Somewhere
Really?
behind like dog-friendly, kid-friendly, live music kind of
Yeah,
thing.
it's getting to be
People
a thing.
hate gluten. They're so intolerant.
Is that a hipster thing, or is that like
Just
is that real?
They hate gluten. Who knew that gluten was such a... People hate it.
I don't know how you're supposed to even make beer without gluten.
They're just intolerant.
Comes to cider
So-
or rice beer or...
Yeah, ciders, you can do cider. There's no gluten in ciders.
No,
There's no gluten in cider.
But it's not beer.
No, but cider's good.
Cider's good.
Can you do guest taps?
We are doing guest taps.
Okay.
So we're going to do a cider because of the whole gluten thing.
All right.
In fact, I was sealing up our cider relationship at the bar here before I walked over. So I think Houston Cider Company.
Yeah.
Yeah, they put some good stuff out.
Give a chance, and I like their marketing. And
Yeah.
I hear
Yes. Go
that
on.
St. Arnold's release, there's going to be 3 more behind it. I don't know if
Really?
there's any
Yeah.
truth to that. I think you probably have some insider
I
knowledge.
don't
to,
have any insight, but
You
I
do
have
too.
it.
They love you
I
too
can't
much.
tell anybody if I got any insight. Come on, guys,
I mean,
don't
you
push me too
don't.
hard. Just based on their dry cider that they have out now, it's done well. It's
Yeah.
very solid. Yeah, I feel like they'll probably have more without a doubt.
Yeah. Look, if you're a home brewer, like if you're going to the grain cellar,
Yeah.
no.
Don't look at me.
Compare if you go to the grain cellar, and you want to make some, let's say you don't have the time.
You have to lose the taker.
Let's say you don't have time to make a beer at home. Let's say you don't have a grain father, or you don't have a 3-vessel system, or you don't have a kettle and you don't have the malt extract. You just don't have the time, John. Let's say you don't have that time.
I know someone who has a grain father.
You do. So does Preston. We'll be back over there. But let's say you don't have time. Well, you can go to...
It's up.
Oh, it's the grain cellar?
Yeah.
There's me and Preston down there, bottom right. You can get your cider-making materials, John.
Are we monetizing the podcast right here? I'm excited.
Well, yeah,
Sorta.
it's a
Very
relationship
nice,
that
very
works
nice.
for everybody involved.
We get a discount at the grain cellar.
It's
Very nice.
your one-stop fermenting shop, 240 First Street West, Humble, Texas 77338. Don't run those red lights. They do have the red light camera still
Yes.
for whatever reason. But if you go in today, if you go into the grain cellar over in Humble, let's say you're over there and you're at Ingenious for their, you just missed their 1-year anniversary party, but let's say you're just going over there to get the new can releases or something, right? Or you're going to Hop Stop or wherever you're going. Just say you're in Humble just to see the sights. And you're like, I need some homebrew stuff, but I don't want to make beer. It takes too much time. Cider is very approachable. the upfront time of wine, just some water, some cider.
That's some lazy man's brewing right there.
Yeah, and then the fermentation time of beer. So a couple weeks later, keg it up if you have a keg.
Cider.
And you can go UK style and pour it over ice.
You can. Nobody's going to judge you.
Quite nice.
I mean, they may.
It's quite nice. Yeah,
But-
ingenious, by the way. I think I need to see a washed hands proof from now on when I have an ingenious beer after podcast 198.
Oh.
Knowing that he comes straight from surgery.
I'm sure it's.
I'm sure he uses gloves.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
They almost always make sure that you
Fingers
do that.
crossed. That he does. Fingers crossed.
Listen, I don't know what they're doing over there, but whatever it is, don't like. Maybe he doesn't wash his hands.
Yeah.
Maybe
Maybe that's where that
he comes in, and
that's why
where,
those sours are on point.
Hey, if you've had their PB&J wheat, yeah, it doesn't matter how they got that.
Yeah, but back to the grain cellar. If you walk in today, Perry, I don't know if you knew this or not. Perry doesn't get to be with us every week, but he watches.
Yeah.
You may have forgotten since last week. You walk in today, let's say you want to make some cider.
Yeah.
You tell Preston, hey, Liquid Lunch sent me free hugs.
Free hugs.
Your choice,
Yep.
waist up or waist down, however you want it.
You can go like
Sounds intriguing.
you can go.
Preston is he's like a hug ninja.
Yeah, you can go like
A
half
Jedi.
commit and just kind of
You could do like
arm around and like
arm- side hug.
where you barely touch the hip.
Yeah,
Or you want to go full embrace.
full frontal
Yeah.
embrace.
Any,
Nice
any,
tight grip.
any way you want.
He can do. Listen, Preston, he's deceptively strong in his grip. He can give you that full on chest to chest, like make you feel secure.
Super gentle hands too.
Yeah.
Pretty bummed if I'm sure he's not chock full of hair, facial hair,
He's
neck
got- he's
hair, arm hair, the whole shoot match.
Yeah, it's whatever you want. I'm sure he'd trim it up right. You know,
Yeah.
give him enough leeway. That,
Just make sure you say Liquid Lunch sent you.
yeah, he'll hug it up, man. But if you want to make some cheese or some yogurt or wine, fruit wine, it's fruit wine season, I think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it is.
Isn't-
I feel like harvest season is right around the
Wouldn't
corner.
all wine be fruit wine?
Well, yes, but or you want to make traditional grapes?
Okay.
You know, use some grapes.
Kennedy, no one likes a wise ass.
Yeah, nobody needs. Thank you. See, John gets it. You bring it out of people.
It's my mission in life.
But anything you want to do as far as home fermentation, you want to make some kimchi.
That's the guy, huh?
Preston will.
Yeah, Preston is the one. So
Oh, he also made the kombucha.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's kind of deja vu. You said that just now. You did the same
Did
thing
you?
the other day. Yeah.
I don't
It's
listen
okay.
to him half the time.
Yeah, that's true. Probably 3/4. How many breaks have you taken to run to the restroom? We've been streaming for
I've taken one
2
break.
hours in this.
So, what time are we at? 2:04?
I've
Y'all
taken
go
one.
till first pitch? How does this work? What is the liquid
I don't know.
lunch for?
I never thought we'd make first pitch, but if I can get you guys to talk for about 3 minutes,
Uh-huh.
I think we can make first pitch.
Okay.
So, Kennedy, you're the only one at the table without some sort of Astros
Let me tell you.
swag. So
You need another beer too. What beer do you need?
Oh, let's see here.
So does that make Kennedy not an Astros fan?
Kennedy
No,
doesn't.
I'm a non-sports fan.
Yeah,
if I'm going to be completely honest.
If he hit a ball, he'd run left. He'd
When-
just go over
okay,
third.
An interesting story. When I was in 9th grade, I liked sports back
Lots
then.
of years ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say like back in
Whatever.
1902.
Yeah, whatever. So I was on our school's basketball team. I was pretty
Still-
tall for my age.
Still
so,
used beach
so
baskets at the time.
I scored a basket for the other team.
Did you?
Yes. Yes. I got a rebound from a free throw.
Went back up.
Just went right back up.
I got and like head faked. Some guy tried to block me, and I'm like, oh, okay.
I'll show
And I
you.
went right back up with it and scored a basket for the other
It
team.
Did you
did
get
go
benched
in.
right
It
away,
did
or
go
did
in.
they just laugh at you?
I blocked everything out.
Was-
I remember scoring it, but I
Was
blocked
that the
everything
end of the Kennedy athletic career?
out.
He skateboards now and then. What beer do you want? Because I'm going to make a run to the fabulous restrooms here at Thistle Draft Shop.
I will have a. You're going up to get the beers.
Whatever needs to happen.
I will have a triple Johnny Walker Blue.
Triple Johnny Walker Blue.
Oh, I thought
Dry-
you were going to treat. Sorry, I was,
Oh.
not paying attention.
Let's. Oh, yeah. Oh, here. This is the hard decision.
No, I kind of feel like hazy beer.
I'll tell you what I tell my wife. You don't have to drink it forever.
It's just one
this
glass.
Once. Just this once.
Yeah, it's not a marriage. It's not like you got to put a ring on it there, Kennedy. I know we've talked about this every week.
I'm gonna have the platypus out of orbit.
Platypus out of orbit.
Yeah. Can you remember that?
John is having
Team Platypus is supposed to be visiting this weekend. I believe,
Yeah?
actually.
Yeah.
Well, what are you?
Well, good on you, mate.
What are you? Yeah, that's right. Huh? We got some Aussie
Aussie.
representation there.
Yeah.
Did you know in Australia they refer to McDonald's as Macca's?
No.
That's absolutely correct.
Okay. No, I was thinking of pluggas.
Kind of sounds.
You know what
made up,
pluggas are?
whatever.
Flip flops. You know, they have those little the styrofoam with the little plug at the bottom that keeps the thongy thing in.
Yeah.
They're called pluggas.
Those are flip flops.
Yeah.
The UK, I think they call those brothel creepers.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
That's.
How do you know?
You
got a friend.
I've been to the UK. I got a friend.
All right. So what did you say? You said the platypus.
It's their IPA that.
Okay. The IPA. Platypus IPA, which is the.
Josh, what are you going for here?
I don't know. I didn't even think about me. I'm kind of in a one-dimensional thought process right now.
That's
Y'all
good.
are taking forever.
So I feel like this is probably my last beer, and so I think I'm going to go Pussy Wagon.
You mean
You did that first.
Actually,
Yeah.
or I could
That's a good
go.
call.
There's another brash on the list that I'm a pretty big fan of.
I'm pretty sure you mean your last beer here.
Smog
Lifter?
beer here. Sorry, Smog
Yeah.
Lifter.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
So you want Smog Lifter?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
Smog Lifter. You said don't tell me
Out of bounds.
out of orbit.
Out of orbit.
The New England.
No.
Okay. Can y'all keep the conversation going?
I think
we
so.
don't-
Sure.
All right.
See what
Perry,
we can
step
do.
it up, buddy. Get to talking.
You might need to
How's it going? What? Squeeze in where?
into frame.
I think he's saying there's a video component to this,
Yes.
and I am not a pretty enough man to carry this on my own.
Where am I squeezing? Yeah, you can do that. We're all on there. That's okay. It's fine.
So I feel like it's like the host is in the bathroom, so you have to.
Hold on.
So
Hold on,
Kennedy,
hold
where
on,
are you
hold
from?
on. Listen. All right, Josh, you can do this. they can hear us in the bathroom.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Just let it flow. Just relax and let it flow.
It sounds like it's falling a long way.
I know.
It sounds like the distance it's falling is.
Just relax. Yeah. And whatever you do, don't forget to wash your hands.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly. Especially before you bring my beer back.
Yeah. So did you notice after we left on Tuesday that maybe the kegs were a little lighter?
I did. I was a little disappointed you didn't take the glasses with you.
Oh.
I must admit, I was.
Hey, if we're anything, we're not thieves.
I felt like these glasses were yours to keep, so take the glasses.
Oh,
but
I didn't know you were giving.
yeah,
I
they
didn't
were
know that.
definitely yours to keep. So, but for sure, I enjoyed having you guys out. So I feel like we're almost family now that this is podcast number 2 and within a week.
Yeah. Well, I'll definitely be there a lot. You'll get sick of me.
Still feel a bit passed over that some guy named Brock with some brewery called St. Arnold is going to be 200.
Well, that wasn't my decision. See, there's Liquid Lunch and there's Interbrews, and they're kind of we're similar since it's the same host.
Yes.
But I don't always help out on the Interbrews.
Gotcha.
And this is an Interbrews recording, so it won't be live tomorrow. But it'll be fun. We've been there before.
So where does Perry fit in this group?
Perry used to help us out a whole lot,
Yeah.
and he doesn't anymore. But
Yeah, I still do. Just way behind the
no,
scenes.
I guess he does help out.
Deep
I'm
behind
sorry.
the scenes.
I'm sorry.
Well, he's got some throwback Astros
All right.
swag on, so shout out to Perry for that for sure.
So Josh lives way
Far.
He lives far, and it takes a lot of a commitment to be able to want to drive out there every Thursday. So that's kind of how it
Liquid
is.
Lunch is a moving. Generally speaking, it moves to different locations.
It can.
Every
It
now
can.
and again.
We have a dedicated studio in Josh's
The
Den.
studio.
Yeah, STEW.
That's where Josh works in his underwear.
Yeah.
To do this
Yeah, it's
podcast.
disturbing sometimes when I go over there, and I have to tell them, please put something on.
Please put some
Yeah.
clothes on.
Yeah. So yeah, it's good. We try to do a couple of these out on the road a month.
Nice.
So
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to see you guys in my neck of the woods or my part of town. So that's.
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
We look forward. We look forward to a liquid lunch at Fortress for sure.
Well, so we're every Thursday at noon.
Yeah. So we can maybe have a special opening.
Can you make that happen?
Yeah, we could. I think I know people who can call people who can make that happen.
Now here's the most important question: how's your internet connection there?
For what we pay, it ought to be able to be reliable enough to run the space shuttle.
Okay.
From that thing. So I feel like it's pretty solid.
All right.
I feel like we have good internet connection. We have a relatively quiet atmosphere when the DirecTV guy is not in installation mode.
Sure.
But yes, it's rock solid internet, so we could have people out and
we need
to do that.
So while you were gone,
you've committed to liquid lunch 2 days a week at Fortress Beer.
Yeah, we're doing liquid lunch at Fortress.
What days?
All of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Are y'all opening at noon now?
We will for you.
I would love to do it. There's so much going on in the Texas craft beer community. Like, to keep up with everything, like, you'd really need a day a week for each kind of market or whatever.
You're probably pretty plugged in. Where are we now on the Texas scene and the Houston scene from a brewery perspective? How many brewery/brew pubs do we have right now?
I think, well, it all depends on where your line is. Here in Houston, I think we're around 57, something. I think.
That sounds right.
Yeah, we're over 50. I mean, if you're counting Galveston,
Conroe, Galveston.
I think you have to count Galveston because they can't be their own place. It's like it's just them in the water. So it's like, yes, that's just it. And then you have to go at least that far north, which puts you in College Station.
They're coming for you.
Yeah.
Does College Station have a brewery?
Yeah, they got 3. They got New Republic. They've got
New Republic. Yeah, that's right.
They've got Blackwater Draw.
Okay, I don't know that one.
They've got some good stuff. And then they've got
the one with the weird name, right?
The Zoigle, Bryan College Station Zoigle, and there was a couple others like in planning. I don't know where they are. But we've got Colfax. I guess Colfax has got beer out, right? They're in Chapel Hill.
Yeah. Then there's is it Huff?
Huff is out in Belleville.
Yeah.
Brazos Valley.
And Brenham. Yeah.
We have
Stetsy,
and
I don't know
Love Lady.
Do you count that as Houston?
I wouldn't
area?
count that. I think we're pushing it in Brenham too. I feel like including Brenham in the number is maybe stepping a little outside.
I think
Brenham. Yeah.
I think the dividing line is about to move. I like Austin. Austin was very hemmed in. Who was I talking? I was talking to somebody about this in Austin the other day. But they're kind of hemmed in to where like San Antonio can only go so far because then you're into, San Marcos and New Braunfels and all that, right? And Austin has all those other areas that kind of claim it as their own.
Yeah.
Houston, when Brazos Valley was out there by themselves because they're 5 years, 6 years,
really,
there's like, all right, well, you're with us, because it's like for me, it's just as close to get to Brenham as it is to get like down to Galveston or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely in Houston area, but I think there's almost kind of like a Brazos Valley area. So then that would be like Huff and
we're getting some likes. We're getting some love right now
from people thinking that we should redraw the line.
We're getting a lot of thumbs up and hearts.
Oh, good.
That's good. People shout out Brazos Valley. Shout out Brenham. Shout out Galveston.
Anything we just said.
Yeah. We're
double down on that. But I think the lines are going to get redrawn. So you can almost put. See, I don't like. For you guys, you're in spring. That's still very much Houston.
Yeah, we actually in our logo we get a little pushback. We have a HOUTEX in one of our logos, and kind of some people are like, "Hey, wait a minute, you bastard! You're in spring."
That's Houston.
But I feel like too. I
when
agree.
You don't know when you pass from one to the other.
Agreed.
Like where's the line? Where's the line? Yeah. Where's the border?
Yeah, I would agree.
I don't know. I see it when I pass it, but then it's 3 streets over. It's down further. It's like this jagged, weird line.
And none of Spring, Houston, no zoning on any of them. So I think it's all the same.
It's all the same. You could make Conroe a different area, I guess, if you really want to, but it's getting close. If you got to do it now, Like I think there's a lot. Like we've got a year to figure it out. Because if they get like 4 more breweries in the Conroe, Willis,
what are they? They're at 4 now, or I guess 3 solid ones. 3 that I can name off the top of my head.
Oh, yeah,
Copperhead,
Southern
Star, and
B52.
Yeah.
So would you consider Kingwood part of the Houston area?
Yes, actually, they I think they'll definitely tell you they got annexed a few years ago,
Yeah.
so they're actually Houston, right?
Yeah.
And Porter?
Well, if
No,
Kingwood,
I don't know if Houston will claim Porter, right? Oh, sorry, Porter.
somewhere Bobby's like, if I wasn't doing calculations right now, I'd be upset. So smart. I don't. Yeah, you got Kingwood, then you get Porter because they're right there next to each other. At least, was it Megaton and back here right there? I don't know. I think you get like Brazos Valley now that they have Colfax, Huff, BVB. Who else? I guess College Stations could be in there. All the College Station breweries.
That's
kind of
that's Brazos Valley.
it's kind of their own area, and there'll be more out there. And they have that one. What's the historic? There's like the old school historic brewery from back like 200 years ago or something.
Shiner?
No. That's it's like it's no longer a real brewery, but it's like the first brewery in Texas or something.
I don't know, but
that's a good question. I don't know.
Washington on the
What
Brazos.
was it? Washington on the Brazos, right? That's like the parent of Texas or whatever. Now the
It's
first winery. What is it? What was the winery in College Station? Or Bryan, Messina Hoff. They were kind of OGs in the winery, Texas winery thing. Yeah, Messina Hoff. It's been there for a long time.
Yeah, I feel like wine is about to get disrupted big time. I feel like the wine people have been too whiny.
Yeah.
This is just me totally pulling shit out of my ass. Like
As a beer guy.
As a beer guy. But I see what like Jester King is doing and how they're kind of like, well, what's the definition? No, this could still be wine. You know, it's like, or whatever. I just feel like the wine reps and people that I talk to that are in the wine business are too hemmed into their definitions.
Yep.
And I feel like they're about to get disrupted.
So
that's just me.
Kevin brings
This is the year of the This is the year of the craft Mexican lager.
Yeah.
And wine's about to get disrupted.
I think it's definitely for sure the Mexican.
So Southern Yankee makes an excellent Mexican lager, by the way.
Shout out to Sydney, by the way. Boy, she's a good brewer, huh?
She's great.
Yeah.
She's we like her. Don't know her that well, but
not yet.
Not yet. As our
what does that
closest
mean?
brewery friend, she's awesome.
Yeah.
And so if anybody who hasn't been, go get a tasty fucking beer from Sydney at Southern Yankee.
Yeah,
in
she makes-
1960.
Yeah, they're great. It's an embarrassment. Not I'm gonna say embarrassment of riches, but really it's just like we have nothing to complain about.
5 years ago, you could get craft beer, but it wasn't necessarily always good. I would say now you can't swing a dead cat without getting good craft beer.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that's a sign of kind of where things are in Houston from a craft beer perspective.
And that's the thing. Like the bar is high. You can't. There's no like, oh, we just have a brewery, so we kind of get.
And I'll tell you, like, so I'll use Utah. I go Utah snowboarding, right? They have really kind of shit craft beer. It's really stunning for a place that's got a lot of craft breweries. It's remarkably behind Houston, I think. Maybe that's a alcohol restriction thing in the state, but their craft beer is definitely not Colorado and some of the other ones.
Yeah.
I feel like we're starting to compete with a lot of good anchor states when it comes to craft beer.
I think so too. We're not there per cap because Houston's so big.
Yeah.
I don't know that we won't ever catch up to like San Diego per capita.
Yeah, but San Diego doesn't have our syrup though either.
Syrup?
Syrup.
Oh, that's true. That craft.
You've been served, San Diego.
Step up your game. Yeah. It's. I don't know that it'll take a little while to get the notoriety in those places for here because we don't send a lot out because everybody here loves to drink our beer. Yep. So you got to come to Texas. Yep. Get out of your comfort zone. I don't know. What was I going to say? I feel like I had. Were you about to say like a something?
Well, it's kind of past when we're talking about the areas.
Oh yeah.
So
go back.
Yeah, Kevin asked, would Magnolia go to Houston or Conroe?
Not Conroe.
Can I get a vote?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's Montgomery County. So as somebody who grew up in Tomball and made fun of Magnolia when I was a kid, I would put them in Conroe.
But they're so far west of Conroe.
But they kind of butt up against each other. I mean, they share a boundary.
I don't. I'm going to have to mull this one over.
Janae says when 99 is finished, Houston area breweries are within the 99 loop.
Well, until they make another loop.
Yeah.
They're going to make...
Janelle, thankfully, we make it by a couple of a mile or so. Fortress does. I think we were just inside of 99.
Yeah, it's... I'd be, you know what? We'll have to convene and drink a lot of beer and then vote.
Yeah.
I think we need to have everybody that's on either side of 90, like within a couple mile radius of 99.
Well, you know it's going to throw everything off.
What?
Is my ticker. Because right there it's got Austin. There's Austin, there's Hill Country, there's Houston area.
So the Kennedy ticker clause will come into it?
There's North Texas, there's San Antonio area.
You're going to have to redo that ticker.
So where would one stream Liquid Lunch? Where is the easiest access?
Funny, you should ask.
What's your favorite social media site?
So I inevitably am forced to be on all social media because I am the de facto social media person for Fortress right now.
Yeah.
I probably prefer Instagram.
That's the one place we're not.
Yeah.
I mean, we're on it, but we don't stream.
I feel like
live.
there's less nonsense on. I get less opinions on Instagram. I just want to see your pretty picture and be like, okay, cool.
The problem with Instagram, we can't stream on there because you can't use third-party apps or third-party programs, so we couldn't do all this. So it'd be a single camera.
How would I? What is the best way for me to stream Liquid Lunch?
YouTube, Facebook,
okay, so
Periscope /
nice.
Twitter.
Excellent.
We're on Twitch if you're playing your video games.
Clearly, I am a video game person.
If you want just an audio only, we're on a service called Mixler.
Okay,
which that's a thing too. That's where Jose.
Our most popular.
Oh, Jose said he came out. Sorry, see, they can even comment on. See, this is the thing. Jose's on Mixler. He was just at Fortress. He said they're really nice. He said especially you, John. And he said his 4-year-old loved the dirt.
I'm telling you, the dirt is a hit. Had I known, spend a few $100s on putting a big pile of dirt would drive business. I would have them stacked all over the property. So thanks for coming out, Jose. We appreciate the kind words. That's a cool when people say that for sure.
Most people actually watch us on Facebook.
Okay,
but a lot of people are anti-Facebook.
Yes,
and it's understandable. So you can catch us on YouTube.
Yeah.
The comments. So the comments that go on the screen are Facebook comments.
I like Periscope / Twitter because you can heart it up. You can just like tap on there.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know. That's just me though.
So every Thursday normally from noon until
every Thursday at noon until whenever
Kennedy passes out, or
I had all sorts of plans today to because I've never really been drunk on the show. Amazingly.
Yeah.
And I was gonna do it today.
That's a bit disappointing, by the way.
I know, right?
In fact, I'm willing. I had a hard stop at 2:30 because of the first pitch. I'm willing to hang out if you're willing to get drunk.
No, here's the problem. I've been kind of sick, so I got this sore throat, and I think it's best that I don't drink a lot.
That sounds like I'm going to channel my inner Catherine and say, Kennedy, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
I've been sick, man.
That's pretty sad, actually.
I've been sick.
Sorry, Kennedy.
That's okay.
No.
But shout out to Kennedy. Brought me one of his homebrew Hefeweizen.
Did you try it?
Hefeweizen? No, actually, I told him earlier, I'm going to pop the lid on that bad boy during the game today. So it depends. We've already seen Carlos Correa is not playing today, so that was going to be my first driver to go ahead and pop it early, maybe.
Don't thank me just yet. You haven't tried it.
That's right.
What's the game? Okay, so we got our pregame on.
Get some pregame. Yeah.
Nice. What is why is Correa not playing today? Is he hurt?
He has a stiff neck.
Oh.
So
strep throat.
Yeah, something. He's that.
Sure.
He's probably tied up with his wife's YouTube channel. I don't know. I could give you some.
Really?
Yeah.
What was it?
I don't know.
Allegedly.
He's got some. No, I don't know. He's got a stiff neck, but he's got. Man, I'm pretty sure this is not going to land back in any Astros.
No.
So, yeah, he's got a bit of an insufferable. I don't know, snippets from he and his wife's YouTube channel of late.
Okay.
So I feel like I'm going to go I feel like for those Astros, he's getting a little bit of anti-sentiment with Astros fans in this town.
Oh, you can't do that.
Yeah, which is not
You
good.
can't do that.
By the way, when you're hurt all the time, that definitely doesn't help you out, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like it's a Bregman town now and less of a Correa town.
He this year's going to be telling for Correa. I mean, he's shown brilliance.
Yes,
like,
he's got a ton of ability.
Yeah,
the talent is there.
Yeah, I don't know. Personally, I don't know anything about him. Attitude, but all the talent in the world, and when he's on, I mean, forget it, right? But why is it complaining and stuff?
What I would say is attendance is a big part of the grade. So I feel like he misses a lot of games.
Yeah.
So anyway, but I have high hopes. They're the kind of the favorite to win again. So we're in somewhat of a golden age of sports in this town. So it's hard for me to complain.
Yeah.
We have a quarterback. We have a good baseball team. We have potential back-to-back MVP in basketball. Yeah. U of H. Balling out tomorrow night. Good for. I'm not a Cougar by any means, but
still,
sure as shit will pull for him.
Yeah.
It's good times, right?
Even college baseball, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
Right? Rice and U of H, pretty much all the time, sort of whatever. I know Perry's a big college baseball fan.
Perry is fired. At least he's jumping up and down with thumbs up, saying yes.
No work talk today.
You know what? One thing we don't talk about enough when we talk about Houston sports, Derek Lewis. He's hurt right now. He just had surgery, but he challenged for the UFC heavyweight title.
1.6 million followers on Instagram, by the way.
Everybody should follow his Instagram.
He is outstanding.
Yeah, he's the best. He's the best on Instagram.
By the way, Cypress in the house.
Yeah.
Derek Lewis. Right?
Yeah. So. Right. He's, I think, at Iron City, right there on Telge. I think so.
Kind of right there at 290. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, my balls is hot. That was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
My balls is hot. That's where we're going. All right.
Did you see that one, Perry?
I think he told me about
He took his shorts off. Like,
no,
why did you take your shorts off? My balls is hot.
So this is like 50 seconds post-fight. Like, Joe Rogan, my balls is hot. Big fan of that guy, though. We kind of touched on this the other day. That's why the UFC is passing boxing.
Yeah.
Right.
I was about to take my jeans off for the same reason.
Your balls is hot?
Yeah.
We're going to need to swing the camera around and get this on.
Dude, if we ever got Derek Lewis on this show, that probably would be our final show because I'd be like, I can't top that. That's it. I don't know who else I could.
He had surgery, I guess, this week.
Like a knee surgery or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope. I don't know. We'll see. He could definitely make a run at the title. And once special. Okay, so the rumor now is Cormier versus Brock Lesnar. That's been in the works for a while. If that actually happens, but then John Jones and Stipe.
Do drug tests have to be passed in that fight?
I hope not. I hope not.
Brock Lesnar is. I would struggle to see him passing any sort of drug test.
Yeah. He's a gifted individual.
He's a big fella.
He is.
He's a big fella.
I'll give him this. Like, okay, so probably, right? If you look like a shaved polar bear,
yes,
there's probably some Mexican supplements somewhere in your regimen.
He just clearly went to Cancun and had 37,000 hamburgers that made him test positive.
Yeah,
clenbuterol or whatever it is that had test positive.
But if you go back and look at when he was wrestling at Minnesota as a collegiate athlete, he was still. I guess they didn't test him either. I don't know.
He's a monster, man.
He is.
Surely they don't do roids in college.
No.
Football's clean.
Yeah. College wrestling's fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. But now they're saying John Jones, Stipe Miocic, and then for like an interim title.
Yeah.
And then maybe you have Cormier, John Jones for the heavyweight if Cormier beats Lesnar. At heavyweight, I
think Cormier beats Lesnar, though. I think
so too.
I think he does.
Yeah, I think at heavyweight is a completely different thing. Perry and I were talking about this the other day, right?
What's that?
I love the UFC. You can have two people you don't know. Like this is even like boxing. You can't do this with because if they're not good, it shows. But if you're not good at MMA and the other person is the equal amount as not good, it's still an interesting fight.
Yes.
If you have the same skill level. I don't have to know you. Men and women, not fighting each other, obviously, but a men's fight, women's fight, if they're equally matched, it's still fun to watch. I always say it's like when you come to like men and women's sports, there's disparity between like men's basketball, women's basketball. Men's basketball is always going to be better. They're just more athletic.
Women's professional basketball is men's high school basketball. That's kind of the equivalent, right?
Women's gymnastics, I find it more compelling. Women's volleyball, it's more fun. It's more fun to watch.
Well, yeah.
Fighting is the one.
How do we get a Brendan Schaub Dana White fight? That's what I want to see. Brendan Schaub would beat the shit out of Dana White.
He's probably got like 40 pounds on him though.
But they were pretty squared off here not too long ago. That would be a pretty cool headline fight,
I guess. Dana White's got too much money. He would just put stacks of cash between him and Brendan would be like, all right, I'm good. It's
bazillionaire, right?
He's like, I'll pay you off to let me kick your ass.
Yeah. No, Dana White's just on a whole nother level now.
Make me look good.
Yeah. But Derek Lewis, we love you, man. I hope you.
So you should get him on the. Does he drink beer? I wonder. He strikes me as somebody who for sure drinks beer.
Yeah, for sure. That's D-Hop, DeAndre Hopkins.
You had D-Hop on.
No, we didn't.
No.
But he's brewing beer with James at Whole Foods.
Is he?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. They brewed a beer together. He's there all the time. They're posting pictures on Instagram. So
does he have his lapdog and his Merce? Yeah, it's kind of the D-Hop thing, right? He's pretty fashion forward and carries his 7-pound Yorkie around.
Yeah, I didn't see it in the picture. They were just holding a couple of hazy IPAs there. But
does he carry the dog in the Merce?
Oh yeah, totally.
Oh boy,
I saw him carry
carry
his lapdog in his Merce.
Once you get to a certain level of...
It's a Louis Vuitton Merce, I'll have you know.
Yeah,
of course it is.
Once you get to a certain level of money, it's like you do whatever you want.
Yeah, that's right.
Nobody's going to...
It's going to be a complete wingnut. No one cares.
Yeah. What are we, any updates on the baseball game? Kennedy, I know you're keeping up with stats. Where we are.
Totally. It's totally.
By the way, Kennedy, it's opening day today.
Yeah.
I do know that.
You know who we're playing tomorrow?
I'm assuming the Rays again.
Yeah.
The same play. Yeah, there we go. So, all right, he's not as behind as we thought.
It's series. It's series. So, today our starter, Justin Verlander, their starter. Who did we say?
And their third game, they'll probably be playing the Rays as well.
That's
true. You sir. we can slip nothing past you.
Yeah.
And actually, I guess today is Thursday, and they're playing, so it'll be a 4-game series against the Rays.
Ooh, it's exciting.
So we'll play all 4 games.
Oh, we're
actually today's a quite fun game, even though it's bullshit. We're on the road. It is the defending 1 and 2 vote getters in the Cy Young.
Yeah.
So Blake Snell won the Cy Young, and Verlander. Right. So it's quite a good matchup today.
I don't understand why baseball would allow Tampa and Houston to play each other in the first week of the season. Bring down northern teams to play.
Agreed.
It doesn't make any sense.
Well, let's go to an open-air northern Minnesota or whatever where we're going to have
soaking rain.
Yeah, is Colorado playing at home today?
Probably. And it's a lot of crazy snow there. The crazy late-season snow in,
come on, baseball.
The Rockies.
You talk about like pitch counts and clocks between pitches and just common sense.
So, Josh, where are you from?
Originally?
Yeah, originally.
Arkansas.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Let's see. The jokes. Joke overload right now.
I know.
So been here for a long time, though.
Since 2001.
Oh, not too long, then. So you were born and raised in Arkansas.
Yeah. Let's see. This year's 2008.
I've said them all at one point, so it's okay.
It's fine.
There is some irony in the fact that Walmart's from Arkansas, right?
Yeah, sure. I don't know. Well, they sell so many shoes. I don't know how that ever got off the ground.
For transparency's sake, my mother was born in Arkansas.
Where at?
I don't know, some shithole.
Didn't narrow it down.
I think my grandfather worked for like AT&T or Southwestern Bell, and they traveled, and they happened to be in Arkansas. Blytheville?
Blytheville.
Yeah,
that's near my hometown.
Yeah, that's
northeast.
That sounds right.
Yeah, that's where I'm from, Jonesboro. That's like a hop, skip, and a jump.
We're basically related.
Oh, probably at least once. At least once. Probably those family trees. They don't fork a whole lot.
I mean, there's not a whole lot of family trees in Arkansas.
To be fair, I have a friend.
Like family poles. And
a friend from Tomball. They bought a place there, kind of a farm ranch thing.
Yeah,
and it's gorgeous. I will say it is a pretty damn fine place.
Yeah, northwest Arkansas more so.
They're kind of rolling hills and mountainish and really really pretty.
No, yeah, it's if you love to fish. And you don't care about professional sports or things to do.
If you don't like teeth.
Listen, did you know the toothbrush was invented in Arkansas?
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, one tooth.
Yeah. Just needed the one toothbrush. Yeah. Okay. What else we got? I feel like we're stringing this one out.
Stringing this one out.
But it's fine. I think, is this the longest episode we've ever had?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think so. We've had a couple of over 2-hour ones. But
So, Kennedy, if you would like spark a joint or do something that would like really make things, I'd tell you what, talk about go viral.
Well, Mary's back.
Well,
so now we got.
Mary won't let me do it.
What's that?
He suggested that I spark a joint.
That's how you get podcasts to go viral.
I don't agree with that sort of activity.
Thank you, sir.
You and Elon Musk, right?
I would never do it. Even if I did agree with it, I would never do it
Here.
in an establishment such as
this.
Unless.
Yeah. Unless there's money involved.
Or it was made legal. And
There
then-
you go.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
right now it's not. So.
It's not
It's
currently,
not,
and we're
no.
law-abiding citizens.
But I can offer you some really fabulous beers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who needs? Listen. Who needs? Where to go?
You could drink a Pussy Wagon, and it's almost the same.
That's the by
Maybe.
the way.
If we had the Cali Green, I heard that's probably closer to.
Yeah. You could get the dancing Brussels sprouts.
Somebody had that at the brewery actually a couple of days ago.
The Cali Green?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good beer. It's a really nice beer.
Yeah.
So that's the second, actually third. Now I'm going to say the third Pussy Wagon reference since the podcast has started.
Oh, that was my first beer out of the gate.
Yeah.
That's where I like to start there.
Yep.
It's a fabulous choice.
Some people say, don't head right for it, but I'm sorry, I start there.
Yeah.
Go ahead first.
Yeah, I start there.
That's
And,
it. See, now this is hour 3. That's what I'm talking about. Yes.
Okay. Maybe we should have done like a hat, like throw a topic in the hat. Anybody, we'll discuss whatever needs to be discussed. But
Or we do this. Viewer's choice.
Oh yeah.
Is there anybody still watching?
people,
Yeah.
people-
First person that throws out a topic, we'll talk about.
well, before we do that, we'll wait and let them throw it out.
Okay.
I'm going to give my endorsement to Pork Belly Tacos. I'm going to give my endorsement to D's Nuts.
Are we still talking food?
Yes.
Okay.
I will say the grilled cheese with the tomato soup is literally one of those like take you back to your childhood type of like just.
I second that endorsement. I had it for lunch.
Oh, it's so good. I've had. Let's see. The
And
classic.
by the way, very reasonably priced.
Ah, thank
so
you.
for anybody who has not been out to Thistle, you can get a very reasonably priced lunch, fine beer, and a service with a smile. So you should come out.
The finest of people.
Yeah.
Let's see. The classic burger, delicious, and you can add bacon or fried egg. Can you do both?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Add a second patty, too.
I had a heart attack talking about it.
Let's see. What else do I endorse? What else have I had? Mary, I feel like I've had more than
Did you
that.
mention those truffle
The
fries?
hummus.
The truffle fry. Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel like we
that's
drooled
kind
over
of-
those
yeah.
enough.
A Texas state-shaped table, that is endorsable.
Yeah, this is our second show at the Texas Shaped Table. Actually, the first Liquid Lunch, second show for me. You missed out on that one. Can I say that real quick? Imagine this.
I know.
Imagine Mary where John is, but me here. No, I was over there, but still around the table. And Mary and 7 other just beautiful, intelligent, awesome women in the beer industry. It was almost too much to handle. It was great. Go back and listen to that episode.
Yeah, I was entertaining.
The pink boots.
I was entertaining my parents.
They would have enjoyed it.
It
was listen. We talked about the beer again at Eureka Heights. The
Brutal Women.
Brutal Women. It's
Is that a new one?
That's the Pink Boot Society beer.
Okay. Nice. Very nice.
Is
Very
it?
nice.
It's a week from today.
A week from Friday. Week from
tomorrow.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. And so that'll be a fun one. So much. It's one of those ones where we're just too much smart talk going on between everybody. It's like all this lab talk. I can't follow all the smarts.
Can we talk about the breweries that were represented?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had Sydney from Southern Yankee,
Mhm.
Jesse from St. Arnold, Claire from Eighth Wonder. Georgie did not come. Who else was here that day? We had Gail from Southern Star.
And Brazos Valley.
And Brazos
She
Valley.
brings 2.
Yeah. And had Kate from Beer and Body.
Yeah.
Represents them all.
And
somebody else.
St. Arnold.
Jesse.
She came in late.
Oh, 4J was here.
Yeah,
Jennifer and her
Jennifer
mom.
was there for a little. She kind of snuck in, said 3 words, then ate a burger or something. Her and her mom. They cracked me up. I love.
They're
They
so
just
shy.
had their 1 year. That's a fun place. If you're in.
So exactly. So I've not been there. So where exactly is
4J?
for me and the listeners?
Spring Branch.
Yeah,
Spring
if you're from here, jump on. I don't know. I'd have to look at my Google map.
Do you know where H Mart is?
What's it off of? I don't.
If it's Spring Branch, it's probably just north of I-10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a big Asian supermarket.
Yeah.
It's like almost right across the street.
I forget what the exit is though.
Blaylock?
That sounds
Yeah,
right.
that sounds right. Blaylock, that's kind of the heart of Spring Branch.
Yeah. And they just expanded their tap room. They own the whole, like when you go there, they have, it's like a commercial property with other vendors and things like that. But they just took over the space next door to their tap room. So they just cut a big hole in the wall and expanded.
Nice.
So it's her and her dad, her dad was a home brewer.
Okay.
And then her sisters come in from time to time. There's 4 of them. And it's 4J, and they all have J names.
So they're all sisters.
Yeah,
No.
the 4 J's are sisters.
They
yeah,
are,
4
okay.
sisters.
I didn't know it was 4 ladies. I didn't
Jennifer
realize it was
played
4.
basketball at Alabama. Her sisters, one or two of them live here. One of them lives here. 2 of them live some New Orleans, maybe, I believe.
Oh, hey, we just got breaking news.
Oh, go.
So Schaumburg just posted this.
What's that?
Today, Austin City Council passed a resolution supporting HB 672/SB
Selling some beers.
Nice.
312, the bipartisan beer to go bills.
The Austin City Council?
I think you might be wrong about the Austin City Council.
No, okay.
So it passed, is what you're telling me.
Yeah,
Look it up.
He said it passed. Thank you, Austin City Council, for recognizing growth, opportunity, take-home sales present for small businesses across Austin.
So the
state of
City
Texas.
Council passed a resolution. Because
he says City Council, but I'm not sure if he meant City
Well,
Council.
let's look it up because
Kenny, that is a terrible relay of breaking news, by the way.
I'm not in the news
Your
business.
shady source. Okay, well, So John Holler from Holler Brewing, he just did.
Been there. It's a cool spot.
Yes, and he just did like a low tech TED talk on his Twitter feed on Holler's.
A low tech TED talk.
Yes, so it was just him.
Okay.
And he explained he had some paper with there's a Senate bill and a House bill, and so what I learned from John's presentation on Twitter is that they put both bills in because if you just did the House bill and let it pass and then it got passed over to the Senate, then they would add their stuff in. It would just take too long, so they put it in at both. But it gets put into a committee, and the committees can kill it. So right now the House bill is in committee, even though it seems like the majority of senators and reps would support it. Not everybody in the committee.
So you mean the distributors or Big Beer could step in and maybe affect things?
Yes.
Who would have known?
Yeah, right.
So maybe it's just the Austin City Council threw in their support. For these bills, the House bill and the Senate bill.
That brings me back to neutral with the Austin City Council. You go to the grocery store in Austin.
They got rid of bags.
Yeah. I don't bring bags.
Straws are dead too, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Probably. You have to bring your own bags. It's BYOB.
Well,
I gotta admit,
I get it.
I never would have been. I never was a big understander of the whole keep Austin weird. But now that I've seen kind of Austin now, I understand keep Austin weird, right? So I used to kind of chuckle at it, but now. I wish Austin was weird again, right? Because it's a very corporate West Coast place now.
Authentic Austin is very small now.
Yes.
And then there's this is what Austin. We do Austin.
West of 35, 6th Street West is even like gentrified and weird and corporate now, which is a bit of a bummer.
Yeah.
Like South Austin's not weird anymore. I'm a Hill Country fan, but not an Austin fan anymore. So that's a bummer, right? And actually, I'm going to go on my pitch for Houston. Actually, now, Houston is actually a much more diverse, culturally exciting place than Austin.
Yes.
Our,
Houston
our elevation change is shit, but I understand, right? But which is you can tie directly to like the how you think of a place to live. But we're a much more culturally diverse place.
Yeah.
We have better restaurants.
Yeah. Oh, hell
Our
yeah.
music is better now,
Yes.
believe it or not, because you can't live in Austin anymore to be a musician, right?
Too expensive.
So it's too expensive.
Yeah.
So the irony is, if I was a 22-year-old, I'd be like, man, Houston's kind of a cool spot. I'm going to go there.
Yep.
Or I could go live in Starbucks, California, Austin, which in 20 years has been a complete flip, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I was just there last week in Austin. And, went downtown. Everything is corporate.
Yeah. Houston is the
Everything.
most diverse city in
Everything.
America.
In the world.
In the world?
In the world.
I believe it.
Yeah, I've heard that.
In the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. I mean,
shout out to H-Town.
Yeah.
H-Town, I love Houston. I do. I freaking love Houston. When I moved here, like people would tell me, like, oh, the traffic and the whatever, like the things you heard about Houston.
Yeah.
Austin traffic is way
Exactly.
worse.
Go sit on
Way
35 or one of those and see how
Yeah,
it is, right?
Houston at least makes sense. You go to and then, take a shot at Dallas just because we have this, have the opportunity.
Because we should.
Yeah. You go get on Dallas roads, they don't make any sense. No. Houston makes sense. It's like circles and lines. Circles and lines is a target. That's all it is. And it's easy to find your way around. But yeah, it's so diverse. Legit diverse.
Yeah, legit diverse.
Actual people from actual places come in here and doing their thing. And like my neighborhood, like you look up and down my street and it's like
is that River Oaks?
Huh?
River Oaks?
No. I'm not. No. I'm out in Cypress. It's everybody from everywhere.
A bit.
Well,
it's
just
true.
the accents and the where you're from.
Yeah.
But I don't know, when we do our little neighborhood parties though, the food is off the hook because it's like so many people coming in.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
Lots of casseroles.
Yeah.
Favors.
Yeah. So anyway, Houston. People sleep on Houston.
People do sleep on Houston.
I say keep sleeping. We got enough people here already.
Exactly. That is the best kept secret everywhere, right?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So go to Austin. Go do South by Southwest. We'll do our thing.
Oh, Chris, a good example, by the way. It's now a tech conference, not a music thing anymore, right? So what a letdown Austin is now. The Hill Country, I'm still on board with.
Yeah.
Rocks make for clear water and hills make for pretty sight lines, right? So, but I think the people here are pretty outstanding.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, they've got some good breweries in Austin. Let's be honest. There's some.
Are they better than here though?
I don't know about better.
Jester King.
Yeah, they got some good ones.
They're different. I wouldn't call them better though.
Yeah, I wouldn't call them better
I'd
either.
say I'm going to go enjoy those breweries for the weekend.
Sure. Yeah,
I wouldn't call them better. I'd just call them the Austin breweries. They're just different, but they're good.
Then you come home.
Yeah. You're not wanting for anything in Houston for sure. It's but you're not
cool weather for 4 months of the year. Other than that,
4. I mean,
Houston's great for 8 months.
Hey.
I think those 4 months are tough. If it was 70 degrees year round, we'd be chock full of people.
I feel like we got a lot of people now. It's a lot.
There are a lot of clean rivers around there.
Where in Austin?
The Austin area.
Oh.
Austin.
Who wants to see your feet in the water?
The rivers are clean.
Who wants to see your feet?
It means you also can't grow anything there, right? So we're from the fertile Gulf Coast, right?
Yeah.
So we have.
How much crawfish do they have in their water things?
Oh, yeah, they probably sell.
How many green sunsets do they get a year?
Austin probably sells their crawfish for like $15 a pound.
How many crawfish do they have with 2
You
hands?
can't even get crawfish there, right?
Yeah.
No.
They're like, ooh, we got the special stuff.
We do get some pretty spectacular sunsets.
$20 a pound.
The kimchi though is abundant.
Oh yeah. So are gluten-free restaurants.
Yes, no doubt.
So are we throwing our support behind San Antonio in the taco war, the great taco debate?
Is there a taco debate
between
between
San Antonio and Austin?
Oh man, they're both good. I will. Well, actually, I haven't had good taco.
Oh.
Austin used to have really good tacos.
But it's kind of white people tacos. Let's be honest. Like Torchy's is white people tacos, right?
No, I'm not talking Torchy's. There were some good taco places in Austin.
Mom and pops.
Yeah.
They're kind of hipster-ish though, huh?
I haven't. I barely go to Austin now, so I can't speak for their taco game. But I have been to San Antonio recently and gotten some good tacos.
Yeah.
I would fall into San Antonio.
I would too, just by default.
Yes.
I don't see it. I think San Antonio's probably got the lock on that.
San Antonio's got a cool vibe.
I feel like it's not even close.
You might be right.
Probably.
You might be right.
I think Austin has better marketing. They
Totally.
have all those blue checked accounts endorsing them.
I mean, I think Austin beat San Antonio in the barbecue game.
Because of Franklin's?
Yeah.
Is Franklin's better than Tejas?
You mean in Tomball?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
I wasn't comparing Houston.
Just because if you stand in line for it, does it make it better?
You do stand in line for Tejas, though, if you
do.
Wait till 12:30.
Fair point.
But Tejas is good.
Tejas is pretty good.
Yeah, corkscrews, too.
Corkscrews pretty good,
Yeah.
too.
There's your talking points, your barbecue places.
Oh.
Yeah, let's move it from tacos to barbecue. That's the great debate.
So when recently Julie's parents, my parents met for the first time.
How was that? Did they enjoy each other's company?
Guess where we went?
Hold on.
All right.
I feel we're skimming over this. Did they enjoy each other's company?
They did.
Did they get along?
They got along very well.
Did they find common interests? What are your mom and her mom both into? Crochet?
No.
Crafts?
Kennedy.
I don't know.
They're both into Kennedy.
Is that just you? Just your?
I don't know. I didn't really listen to them now, but when they were talking about.
Do they both like Fixer Upper?
No. My parents don't really do that kind of stuff.
What do your parents do? They're in Spain all the time, so it's probably a little different. Yeah.
Technically, they're not in Spain anymore.
Well, close enough. But they're over there in Europe.
Yeah.
Near Spain.
Andorra.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but what do they do in their spare time?
I don't know if they have that much.
If they were here, what would they do?
I don't know.
Eat barbecue.
Yeah, they eat a lot. Yeah, I don't know.
That's what you got to do, though.
Debate tacos between San Antonio and Austin.
It's international. People
Yeah, I blew their minds this time because I took them like a lot of good places to eat.
Here?
Like here, where we're sitting right now?
No, like I mean in Houston.
Yeah, in Houston. Yeah, we came here.
Thank
That was one
you.
of them.
Yeah.
We went to brain fart. Barbecue place in.
What about Willow's Texas barbecues?
No, we didn't take it. I didn't take them there.
Talking about the one in Tomball?
We went to Murdoch's.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We went to the barbecue place in the
There's
Heights.
way too much pressure on Kennedy right now.
Yeah, it
He's
is.
going to
It
pieces.
is.
Yeah, right.
It
Go back and
is.
look at your
He's falling
Instagram.
apart. He's falling.
You do a good job of posting on Instagram.
The barbecue place in the Heights, like on
Gatlin's?
7th Gatlin's. I was going to say Gatlin's.
No, not Gatlin. The one on Airline.
Gatlin's is pretty strong.
Oh, is that Pinkerton's?
Yeah, Pinkerton's.
Okay.
Yeah. Took him to Pinkerton's.
Fuck with Mary, by the way.
Huh?
You just gave her just a basic area, and she fired off and hit both times.
Yeah. I love me some Pinkertons.
Yeah.
Man, they have the ribs there.
Yeah.
I've never been.
I haven't either.
Oh.
Yeah.
You, Josh? Pinkertons?
Did I? Maybe. I guess if I'm not remembering, then maybe not. Where did I went somewhere with John Denman at one point, down in the Heights for. Were you there that time?
Oh yeah, that was.
Where was that?
Oh,
That was a different place?
That was Hickory Hollow.
Okay.
It was that place is good. But
Over here by the
my
racetrack? Yeah, because the other one closed, huh?
Yeah, this is when it was still open. The one off Washington.
Yeah, but there's still the one here by the Sam Houston Race Park.
Yeah, that one's still open.
Oh, that's Sam. No, that's the steakhouse.
No, it's Hickory Hollow. Chicken. No, there's a Hickory Hollow.
Talking
There.
about the,
It's
one
like
with the big
chicken.
statue of Sam Houston up?
No. There's a Hickory Hollow. It is
I've been
the
there.
chicken fried steak spot.
Yeah.
It's on the back side of the racetrack. So
is.
not on that. What is it? Not the Sam Houston.
Not the Beltway.
Steamboat House.
Steamboat House.
No. It's called it's the original Hickory Hollow.
Yeah.
There's actually two. The original's right here by the racetrack.
So,
It's been there for.
What's the chicken fried steak
Tons of
place in
years.
Tomball?
Goodson's.
Yeah,
Is it better than
Goodson's.
Goodson? Does Goodson just get all the love because it was on Food
They get
Network?
all the love. No, it's been there for 50 years, right?
But-
So I think it's all. I think Mel's is better than Tomball than Goodson's.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
So and I'm about to cause a whole shitstorm for the people who live in Tomball. But I think my mom worked at Goodson's in high school. But Goodson's got a little bit of a trendy name to it.
Yeah.
I would say Mel's is a better greasy spoon, and Hickory Hollow, yeah, believe it or not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mel's is a treat if you haven't been there.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
right off of, not 2978.
Yeah,
it's
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Mel's.
It used to be a real greasy spoon, little tiny shack, and then it kind of expanded because of became popular, right? So you got the burger where you're, you eat it in whatever time you get your name on the wall, and it's pretty gnarly.
Was it a pound of
cheese, pound of bacon,
pound of tomatoes, onions,
pound
pickles,
Oh,
and then I don't know how many pounds of meat.
Now there's a handful of people that eat like 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
I think I could have done it when I was 19. I couldn't do it now.
A pound
They
of
have
cheese.
one that's like a.
That's gonna come up and haunt you later.
Oh.
I used-
Not kidding.
Wow.
I feel like my speed eating game, it used to be a lot stronger. I can't do it anymore. I want to. I want to eat a lot all the time, but I can't. You gotta know yourself. So I just go with enjoyment, each bite.
Or sip of Topo Chico
Yes.
before you go to bed.
Yeah, before you go to bed. Sad. By yourself in the dark.
Only the finest in sparkling water.
Yeah. Listen.
It's pretty good.
It is the best.
Yeah.
So apparently they've been watching us at Mad Pecker Brewing.
Oh, in San Antonio. Yeah, I've been there before.
Ray has been watching this while we wrap up Brew Day at Mad Pecker.
Hey, I went there last gymnastics season. We had a meet in San Antonio, and that's a cool little spot on the west, middle, northish area, not too far from
west, middle, north.
From the SeaWorld-ish area, sort of, kind of. That's a cool little spot, Mad Pecker. They had some good beers, too.
So hopefully they'll weigh in on this, what I even think is a nonsensical argument between Austin and San Antonio tacos.
Oh, yeah, the tacos.
Mad Pecker, defend your territory.
Yeah.
Defend your turf. It's not even close.
And we're just talking about taco to taco, not like puffy tacos or fish tacos.
Puffy tacos are like the widest thing.
Fish tacos. Fish tacos are pretty gringo, too. That's
yeah.
a pretty gringo food.
It is. I'll eat them. I'll eat the shit out of them, but yes, you're right. I mean, who am I?
You're Josh from Arkansas.
That's right.
I can't even remember last time I had a puffy taco.
Last time I went to 2 times ago when I went to San Antonio.
You really got a puffy taco there?
2 times ago.
There's
now I'm over
so
it.
many good Mexican restaurants there.
I know. Last time.
And you go to the puffy taco
place.
2 times ago.
Yeah.
Now, last time I was over it.
Yeah.
If you're not a threat to get shanked on the way to get your taco, it's probably not an authentic taco.
There's got to be a little danger involved.
There's got to be, right?
You got to have a little fear. The fear makes it taste better. Like that. Those flavors pop more.
Well, that's a question I was going to pose to you guys. Where is the best tacos here in the Houston area?
I have my favorite place.
If you say Torchy's, I'm throwing what's left of my beer at you. I like Torchy's, don't get me wrong. Shout out Torchy's.
No,
but it's definitely white people.
Okay, what's the authentic? What's the closest to the authentic place that you've been to?
So my favorite place for tacos in Houston is Taqueria Laredo on Washington. It's been there for over 20 years, and it is fantastic. It was on Washington before Washington became hip and trendy.
Pre-gentrification.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And it stayed. So
I don't get into town enough.
It can be out here.
It could be anywhere.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
Houston
my
surrounding
little neighborhood
area.
place, Las Manitas, they have these street tacos and whatever the street taco sauce. It like set your tongue on fire, but they're just really good. Simple, just corn tortilla and the fajita beef and the sauce and the cilantro, and it's just a little bit all right. And they know your name when you walk in there. Like, yeah, it's just good. Yeah.
I like that one, Mary. Sounds like you had one in mind whenever you asked.
I didn't. I realized I didn't have a place in mind when I posed the question. I was looking for your answers. I had to say the best Mexican food that I like, hands down, is Irma's downtown. I think that's the most authentic, but I don't believe I've ever had their tacos. So I'd be willing to go and ask for their tacos.
I think they don't. The original Irma's didn't even have a menu, right?
originals,
You're like, hey,
yeah.
by the way, what would you like? It was like, I need a menu. Well, we don't have a menu,
Yeah,
sir.
we got this, and this, and boom.
Yeah, you get these. You get enchiladas, fajitas or whatever, or iced tea. That's your 3 choices, right?
Yeah.
Or a fruit drink. Don't they have a fruit water, or fruit lemonade, or something?
Good question. What is the best taco?
You gotta have an horchata. You guys don't know that?
Oh yeah.
Horchata.
Horchata at a Mexican restaurant.
I thought you might have just cussed at me.
No.
Bless you.
No.
I've heard of horchata flavored, like there's beers, horchata stout.
Was it rum chata? Isn't that the liquor?
That's a bastardization. Yeah.
Go on.
It's like rice water with cinnamon and sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's so good.
All the carbs.
Yeah.
So you just need a couple of shots before you do a tough mutter.
Yeah. I guess you could throw some yeast in there and it'd probably be fermentable.
Yeah.
Does it become sake at that point?
If it's rice wine, yeah, right.
Maybe.
I think technically.
Interesting. So Ray jumped on and said, people making tacos in Austin learn to cook in San Antonio.
Good answer.
Shout out Ray. Good
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah. Solid.
Yeah.
Okay.
First of all, they've probably been imported from California, and they're going to be some big giant burrito if it's Austin nowadays.
It's official. We just had first pitch.
Did we?
Oh.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we missed
wow.
No offense. My goal was to leave 30 minutes ago
Well,
so I
what
could watch this in
happened?
peace.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, that's a testament to how outstanding this conversation is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Time
Hey,
went by quick.
We're not losing yet.
Hey, come on, be nice.
I'm just saying, we're still in it. Springer dinger right here. Let's get it. Come on, George.
Well, Carlos Correa won't be playing.
No. And Reddy not playing today either.
Do you hear the disdain in my voice?
Yeah. You know what?
He likes being famous, I feel like, with Carlos Correa. I think Alex Bregman likes to play baseball, and I think Carlos Correa likes to be famous.
Yeah. Well, you can't.
That's
know.
hot take.
Hot take. No,
Hot
it's
take.
yeah, I get it. You know what? If I made that much money though,
Did
You
you get
wouldn't-
that choice?
like how much did I really love baseball? Like this show, I'd be like, I just love doing this show. Obviously, because we do it for free. But if somebody paid me $5 million,
So if you're Joe Rogan tomorrow, do you still do the podcast?
yeah.
Well, because number one, that's where his money comes from, right? Like,
Well, he does stand up and stuff. But if I just had,
but like that real loot, I think comes from the podcast.
yeah. No, if you dropped all the cash in my lap tomorrow, not only am I still doing this show,
No, you do it all day.
I'm doing it every
Every day.
day. I'm doing it every day.
I'm
I'm
gonna
paying
sit around-
Kennedy
Yeah.
probably $35,000 a year.
Maybe 40.
Maybe.
Maybe 40 if his game is on point.
I'm not getting that much.
Yeah. So
Wait,
Ray.
how much money am I getting?
I feel like you're going to have to incentivize Kennedy to pay attention.
No.
It's like, Kennedy, you can make 50 if you really stay on point.
If I had all that money, I'm paying.
Hold on, what are we talking
Kennedy,
about?
I'm paying. Perry, we're doing it here every day. Whatever. We're getting a short bus, mobile studio.
Fuck it, man, I'm in.
I'm doing it every day.
Can we do this?
Please.
I'm gonna text my day
Best
day
job.
job boss right now.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Done.
Put us on Amazon Prime
We're
or
gonna
something. Whatever.
Just banking it,
Are-
right?
Yeah. We're doing it.
Are you supposed to be working right now?
No, I took actually, for clarity, it's not 10 o'clock at night. I actually took the day off, or the afternoon off. Officially sent it
Okay.
into the secretary and said, I am celebrating opening day by staring at Kennedy with opening day pitches happening behind my head.
And was she
yeah.
like, totally understand.
Good luck.
Like, so she's like, so you won't be in tomorrow?
No, that's why I said, actually, and Purdue plays at 7.
Well,
Are you a Boilermaker?
I am a Boilermaker.
Did you go to Purdue?
I did. And so that.
What year?
93 to 96.
So pre-Breeze. Right at.
Unfortunately.
Okay, but just before.
Mike Alstott would have been my
Okay.
Glenn Robinson.
Yeah,
For those
yes, of course, Glenn
the,
Robinson.
the old basketball junkies, Glenn
Yeah.
Robinson. Actually, Matt Painter, their coach now, is my age.
Oh.
I'm dating myself.
That's one of those things. Yeah.
you're
How old are you?
you're still a baby.
You're
44. I'll be 45 this year.
That's not old.
You guys are all babies.
Still a baby.
So I have like 15 years to turn this into an empire, or just not let the wheels come off the wagon. That's actually the goal nowadays. It's
Yep.
like, all right, we just can't let the ship sink.
You'll do it 5.
So yeah, so I'm going Astros at 3, Purdue at 7. Collins sick tomorrow, maybe at 6:30. I think it's kind of the path I'm on, right?
it worth it.
Purdue's playing don't tell me.
Tennessee.
Tennis.
Oh,
That's what I was
sorry.
going to say.
Sorry, don't say
The real
that.
UT. Playing
So they're actually they can win tonight. The team was better last year, but they can win tonight.
Yeah.
For all those who are not up to speed on by the way, they're the best player from Houston.
yeah.
Yeah, Carson Edwards. He's an Atascocita. Excuse me, my wife corrected me. Atascocita kid. That's somewhere up by. Shout out to Humble's finest beer,
Homebrewed, the grain
homebrewed,
cellar.
The grain cellar.
The grain cellar.
Preston's,
yeah, so he's
Preston's an adjunct professor.
Yes.
Eh.
So
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely been my homebrew mentor.
the best Purdue player is
Absolutely.
from Humble. Yeah, All American. Yeah, All World. He's like 5'0". So yeah, that's my afternoon. Once I have 19 more beers at the fine Thistle Draft Shop here on 2920.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
It's the best. It's the best.
UH is still in the the Sweet 16.
Yeah, playing. Do they play tonight?
Yeah.
Tonight or tomorrow? I think they play
Tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Tomorrow
They're
night.
playing
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
9 p.m.
That's late.
It is late. That's late for us old fellas, Kennedy. You and I. It is late.
Huh? You talking to me?
You guys are all young pups.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm staying up late. It's for the birds.
It is for the birds.
You know, I do it every night. We didn't look at the score there at the end of the
0-0.
0-0.
Yeah.
The fact that the half inning is over means it probably was a non-scoring half inning.
Yeah. So, my prediction. What was my prediction? 3-1.
2-1.
2-1.
2-1. I think you
2-1.
said.
Astros.
Mm-hmm.
And then way back when we had our guest on.
John?
No.
Steve.
Shimisher.
Steve
Shimsher.
From Taco Bay
Tampa Bay Brewing Company.
Brewing.
Yeah.
Where is that?
It's in Tampa Bay.
Steve Schrimsher.
Oh, yeah.
From
you-
Tampa Bay Brewing Company.
I know
Oh,
that
yeah,
guy.
you missed it. We had someone from Tampa Bay Brewing Company
Yeah.
on.
TD Mike.
TD Mike's
here,
in the
everyone.
house, too. Come sauntering in.
I know this. We also go way back.
Yeah.
From earlier this
Like
week.
5 days ago.
Yeah.
2 days ago. It's 2 days ago.
Since
Whatever.
Tuesday, huh?
No one likes details.
Yeah, no,
He can take my spot because I'm going to have to leave here in a second.
We're-
podcast available now. Interbrews
we're about
episode
to
199. Huh?
We're about to wrap it up anyway.
Why?
Because the game started.
Let's do play-by-play. You want to do play-by-play?
No.
Maybe just
That's-
on the audio
I do
side?
That
not
sounds
wanna-
like enthralling. The brewing podcast.
Do not want to do play by
Let me
play.
get it on the big screen. You want something to eat?
Oh, I will. Let me wrap this show.
Yeah,
Mary.
It's about time to wrap.
Mary Thorne from Thistle Draft Shop, one of my favorite people.
Yeah, we've been. It's
a 3-hour show.
3 hours.
I don't even know if I can upload
I
this.
feel like I need to hydrate. It's been
Maybe
I've only been on here like an hour and 15 or something.
only one bathroom break. What do you, Perry? What is that? Jeez.
Is that literally a 50 ounce of Red Bull?
That's
Well, Perry's about to get launched into
No,
orbit.
we're gonna have to dial 911 and hold our finger over send for Perry when he drinks this. It is a gigantic Red Bull.
Wow. I did Diet Red Bull and gin one weekend. I'll never do it again.
Diet Red Bull and gin.
Yeah.
You're still drunk and awake. And that was
It
2 years ago.
I thought I was going to have a heart attack.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I
You seen
can't.
that video on YouTube?
No.
The guy's heart, like,
He has a bunch of Red Bulls. I think I've
Yeah.
seen it. Yeah.
yeah.
No. I don't do energy drinks. I just do coffee.
Yeah.
Now I do pour
I guess
up.
Schaumburg is watching. He said
Is he?
beer has water in it.
Thanks,
like
Sean.
97% or something.
For hydration.
For hydration.
Why is he not here?
I don't know.
Is he working today?
Why
He
didn't
told me he was going to come.
He could.
He's still got time.
He could have easily Skyped in.
No. Not easily. Dude, we outlasted our audio stream. We ran out of time on our audio stream. We only get 3 hours a day.
That's balling.
I can't until we get more funding. I can't
Well,
upgrade.
and we have 1-0 on the bad side.
Who was that?
Oh no.
Something called the Meadows
No,
hit a home run.
no.
Listen, I told you he'd let. I told you he'd let.
By the
a
way,
single.
it took 4 pitches.
I told you he'd let one go. That's it.
That's kind of his MO, though. Verlander kind of gives up some,
The single
comes after
shot.
guys, gives up a single shot. Good pitchers, though, give up solo shots.
Yeah.
But not.
Yeah, he didn't load the bases.
Yeah, that's correct.
Well, that was the first batter.
Listen, Mattress Firm bringing you today's
Supermo.
Supermo. Then they can't hit the play. Oh, they effed it up. Too bad, AT&T Sportsnet.
Yeah, they need to take some broadcast notes from us.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amateurs.
Anyway. All right, well, let's wrap. Hold on. Let's wrap it up. Are we wrapping it up?
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Okay, let me get the music. Because do I have the music on here? What do I do?
That's loud.
It is. Sorry, I'll bring it down. That's Bowling for Soup. Are you a big Bowling for Soup fan?
I'm familiar with the band.
They're out of Denton. I think they're originally from Wichita
They're
Falls.
North Texas band.
Yeah, they were from Wichita Falls, then they moved to Denton.
Yeah.
Wichita Falls Brewing Company, Matt, Brooke, and the whole gang. And then Danny, of course, our buddy from Wichita Falls.
Yeah.
They're having their 1-year anniversary coming up. next weekend? Soon. Whoa.
It's the Red
Bull.
Bull.
Giant can of Red Bull.
Just aggressive.
Out of control.
Aggressive.
I think I can see his heart pounding through his Astros jersey.
There's another base hit for the Rays.
He's sweating.
Listen. All right. We're down, but we're not out. So he gave up a base hit. He gave up a home run.
That's a pretty good pitch, though.
Yeah. That's fine. It's fine. Astros are going to pull through. They're going to win this one. What did I say, 2-1? Did I say 2-1?
Actually, it wasn't a bad pitch on the home run.
No. He painted the edge there. But, look, you're going against Major League hitters, too.
I think they blow up that bastard Blake Snell for 4 runs today. So.
Ooh, okay. There you
Shot
go.
called.
Okay. I said 2-1. Or did I say 3-1? I said 3-1? That was hours ago. I don't even remember now. Anyway, well, John, thanks for being on.
Yeah,
Liquid
thanks for
Lunch.
having me. It was, man, I feel like so where are we going next Thursday? This is awesome, right? So.
All right. Well, our guest earlier, Steve from Tampa Bay, all the time back when we first started the show, at Tampa Bay Brewing Company, if you're in the Tampa area, and maybe if the Astros lose, you need to, if you're there to watch the game, you need to drown your sorrows. They've got some really good beers there. We had some a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, Reef Donkey.
Reef Donkey is their main, but they've got some great Berliners.
Yeah. So what do we have?
Yeah.
I forget the other one.
They're the good ones.
Yeah.
Try them all.
Yep.
But then John O'Hara, Fortune's Beer Works, right down the street here. Spring Cypress, 2920 45. If you're in that area, you'll be able to find it, right?
Yeah,
Look for the big sign on.
use the Google machine. You'll find us.
Use the Google machine. That's
If you see the HEB, you're close.
You're close.
Yeah.
Yeah, do that. And Thistle Draft Shop here in Spring as well. A little slice of heaven.
Agreed.
Delicious food.
Great spot.
Great beer. Great company, the Big Texas Table. So do that.
Yep.
Thanks to everybody that came out today to watch some baseball and drink some beers.
Got some friends of ours show
Yeah,
up.
Kenny and
Haven't seen some of these guys in a while.
yeah, everybody just sitting there at the bar, just enjoying. Like everybody's a little in shock though after that first home run, but we'll be all right. I'll be over there in a second. We'll talk. All right. Well, we'll wrap it up here. Kennedy, great job today.
You as well.
Thanks, Perry.
Thanks for coming. You may
Welcome, Josh.
Come back next Thursday.
I'm usually doing this.
Actually,
job and
next
this
Thursday,
job.
Kennedy may be solo hosting.
Oh, nobody wants to see that. What are you doing next Thursday?
No one wants to see it, so good news, it's a podcast.
Yeah.
So,
all right, everybody.
Where are you next Thursday?
I'll be heading to Tulsa. I may do a road hit, but we got a gymnastics competition in Tulsa. Yeah.
a little Bed Bath & Beyond and
Listen. Yes.
Home Depot.
All right, everybody. See you next week. That's the end of the music.
Production.